to the Fuckery and Find Out podcast. Happy to have you calling in. We've got a great authority that you're an amazing individual to talk to. Welcome.
I'd hope. I'd hope.
Here he is to tell us all about the stories from the great white north.
Stealing inspection stickers from police cars.
It's basically Southern Canada, so it doesn't really count.
Pretty much. It's pretty much Southern Canada. I mean, we got the fake novelty IDs for $70 from across the border, and we could buy alcohol at $15. Thank you, Canada. Oh, Canada.
My woman is.
Oh, Jesus. If you live closer, we totally get arrested.
But I've done that by myself. I don't need a partner.
Yeah, you do. People, the cops love me. We would get out. We'll get out.
Oh, dude. I remember I lived on the west side of right in the middle. You just go boop in New York State. And in that city. Starts with a Greek name. Yeah.
That one. The one that runs with
right
actors.
in the middle. But there was I
Should
lived
be
on
asshole.
the second story in the west side, and there was this lady. She come up banging on the door. It was a 2-family house. We lived on the bottom and the top, right? I lived on the top. This lady come up the stairs through the foyer, banging on the door. It's like 3 a.m. We open the door, and she's screaming, "You can't take my son to Florida!" I don't have any kids. There's no kids in the house.
I bet you crazy.
I have a taser, but you're 75. I feel bad. So I just shut the door. And the next day, I walked around, just doing my business, whatever. And I found a cop, and I said, "Hey," he's kind of startled at first because you don't really hate a cop in the ghetto. But I hate him.
Right before you stab him.
Right before he shot me, he was like, "Oh, shit, he's white." And then I went to talk to him. I said, "Dude, what do I do in this kind of situation? Like, there's these people banging on my door, and, there's a front door, and they can go through that, but that's not really my house. That's kind of like upstairs, downstairs, the little area. But they come upstairs and they knock on my door. Can I tase them?" And he's like, "Well, did they go past your threshold?" And I was like, "You mean the little piece, the medieval word where we just kind of keep the hay in our house?" And he's like, "Yeah, that thing." So if they pass it, you could tase them. And I was surprised to be told by a cop that it was okay to tase somebody, which is illegal to have in New York, period. You can't have a fucking taser.
Which is stupid.
Yeah, sure, you can tase them if it's in your own house. I don't know you have a taser. What are you talking about?
So you were basically saying, "Come here, Nana. Come here. Just 6 more fucking inches. Come here. Let me let you ride the lightning."
You see that wriggly little toe, that toenail you haven't cut in 17 months? Just put that over the fucking thresh. Give me a little.
You're going to lean forward so you fall inside.
I'll jump statue. It's okay. Good stuff.
Come here, smell my fingers. Reach. Come on, reach.
Her pacemaker, boom, explodes.
You made the hospital for that, huh?
Her chest pops like a meat balloon.
No, but the guy I lived with, we had a mouse problem there. And granted, we lived next to a building that was, I don't know, fucking 16 bedrooms. Big old mansion, right? Like something you'd see in the old city, abandoned. So, yeah, rats and homeless crackheads took it over. Sometimes, as they do. Sometimes the crackheads would take too stank of a shit. The rats would need somewhere else to be for a couple hours. They come to our place.
That's a natural exterminator. Oh, my God.
Exterminator.
They never thought about that in the city. Important crackheads to get rid of them. Fucking rats.
You met the guy, Rich, the Puerto Rican guy in Syracuse. You met him.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
He caught one of the mice. He found him out. He put Dawn dish soap all around the sink because he left food in the sink by the drain, and so he put Dawn dish soap all around the stainless steel sink. So the mouse couldn't get out. He just keeps slipping. So he caught the mouse in the morning. I'm drunk, hungover as fuck.
Clean
Fuck
his
me, man.
fucking
Leave me
mouse.
alone. It's 6 a.m. He's waking me up before work. Yo, dude, I got the mouse. Tase it. He's got the mouse in a wet washcloth. Because he's been Chinese water torturing the mouse. There's a mouse, a wet washcloth. Like, okay, let me start over. There's me with a taser, like this is side to side. I have a taser. There's a mouse soaking
It's
wet.
your
Washcloth
New York
soaking
samurai
wet,
sword.
and then his wet skin, and he's sitting here as an adult, sober, first thing in the morning, going tase the mouse, not understanding how electricity works. My biggest regret in life is not tasing the mouse.
Oh, you should have fucking gave
I should
it
have
to
tased
him.
the fucking mouse.
I'd have fucking done it. The mouse would have been perfectly fine.
Oh, it would have been hilarious watching him piss himself.
The mouse wasn't grounded. The mouse would have
And the
been
mouse
fine.
would have been fine.
Oh. It would have been him. Oh, he needed
He
it.
would have got cooked.
I'm fucking crying over here, Bob.
Oh, it's okay. Just eat a baker's dozen of fucking sausage links.
Oh, okay.
Now pound the chest and right the right rhythm, like just like that. You can avoid the heart attack.
Oh, wait.
Come on, get back in.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit.
Oh my goodness, you guys.
Get that mouse.
Get me all riled up here. I need a drink.
So,
You're way behind. Huh? I think I'm on 8. This is America. Oh shit! Oh shit! I got an electrical story. I just remembered this shit. Holy crap! I think I blocked this shit out because the dude got hurt. Okay, anyway.
Dude, that's just scary to see though, isn't it? It smells bad too.
who
Oh.
twitched?
So, no shit, there we were. VW fucking van, like the old style VW van. And we're cruising along, like, we're cruising along South Texas, just catching fucking various snakes. Because I was with this guy, his name is John Hollister, right? I think he's dead now. But he was like a really big, famous snake, like herpetologist, right, back in the day. Really famous guy. Anyway,
Nice.
we end up
Studied herpes. Nice.
Yeah. In the woods, and yeah.
Learn about all these really fucking badass snakes. You know, like, it was really cool. It was kind of neat to be like this guy, like, you don't understand, like, back in the day, he was the first person to have like domesticated fucking lions. And so he would like walk his lions down the streets of fucking Arlington, Texas.
Yeah,
Like,
fuck that. That's just retarded.
Yeah.
Okay,
no,
nice.
like on leashes and shit. He was in
I'm
charge of
sorry.
the fucking Arlington Zoo back in the day, and he had a great. It was really cool. He'd do it for like publicity and shit like that, and they were like big. He was the one who taught me that if it lives in a pack, it's something that's easily domesticated as long as you're not a douche to it. And then like, but if it's like a singular animal, yeah, if it's a singular animal, you're gonna get fucking eaten. So and he would show, he'd demonstrate the shit. Anyway, cool guy. Well, so we were like in the middle of fucking nowhere, and we took this new guy with us who we picked up because he had like we met him at this like herpetology show where this guy was trying to buy a bunch of freaking like random shit. We were like, okay, like, do you know what to do with it? Yeah, and he was like, yeah, no, like, I love snakes. We're like, hey, tell you what, you seem pretty cool. If you pay for gas, because we were broke, we'll take you and go look for fucking snakes. He's like, oh yeah, no problem. Fills up the fucking gas tank. We take him with it. Dude reaches down outside of Ira and Texas, middle of fucking nowhere, oil-filled country. Looks like the fucking craters of the moon, right? Like, it looks like a really shitty part of fucking Iraq, honestly. But it's called Ira Ann because it was settled by some dude named Ira and some chick named fucking Ann. And we go down there, and the dude catches a what's called a southern copperhead, right? He catches the damn thing with his fucking hand. It turns around and bites the shit out of it. And this was not long after they had posted that thing saying that, hey, you could denature the proteins in venom with electricity. And John was like, I don't think that's a good idea. And I'm like, fuck yeah, this is great. I'm not driving. I'm fucking drinking. I'm like, that looks like a snake, little buddy. Go catch it, And
It's Tesla.
so we end up taking, like, John ends up grounded to the fucking, like the frame of the vehicle, and the other one putting on the fucking alternator.
What
And
the fuck is going on?
yeah, so
There's
and he was
rubber between them and there.
yeah. So he was like, okay, now this is probably gonna hurt a little, and like the dude, like, because he got bit right on the freaking like pointer finger, grabs the two ends. He's like, ah, boom, and then falls down, right? Like, and then we're like, okay, well that must have worked. And we're like, you know what, man? He gets up, he's like, oh my god, I think I shit and pissed myself, like. It really put out, like, alternators put out a shitload of freaking electricity, right?
Yeah, one end doesn't kill a guy. He's a lucky bloke.
Yeah. Well,
That reminds-
fucking John looks at him and he's like, hey, you know what? Just to be sure,
Do it again.
you should probably do it again. Right? So the guy's fucking crying, right? Like, he's crying. Like, he's bawling his fucking eyes out. He's got burn marks on his fucking hand. Right? He's like, my feet hurt. He ended up having burn marks on his heels where the electricity went to the ground. And he was like, do I have to? We're like, you gotta be certain. You gotta be certain. And so he goes over there, bawling his fucking eyes out, grabs it again. Boom. It falls over. Now, to this day, I don't know if it was the electricity or the fact that it's just a southern copperhead and their bites like maybe 4 bee stings. Like the wheat on a scale of 1 to 10, they're like a 0.3.
Listen, man. Can you afford therapy?
Well,
If the answer is no,
right? On a slightly similar note, that reminds me of when I was 8 years old, the time I found out my dad was an asshole that couldn't be trusted.
you found out early.
Imagine 8-year-old Sarge running around the yard having a good old time. Dad's out there working on a lawnmower, trying to get it going. You get the, hey boy, come here, hold on to this wire. And he pulls the freaking rope.
He's gonna see if there was fucking electricity going to it. Jesus Christ!
Oh, but he got him 20 fucking times with the one pull.
Yeah. It's getting fired. Okay, that's narrowed down. Oh my Lord!
You can't fake it, son. You can't fake it.
Oh, Lord.
Hold on to this wire. There's no way I would trust that man again at anything.
Oh, never. Hold on to it. No, get out of here.
You're like, I'm choking. I'm like, good. Good one, fucker. Yeah. Turn it blue. I bet you practiced that one.
I'll come back tomorrow.
Have a sip of my beer. Fuck you. I never want that stuff. Oh,
I never did anything fucked
whatever
up.
doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right?
I never did anything fucked up to my boys like that. Now I would send them to do like, okay, like my punishments were fucking epic, right? Like, but like as far as fucking with them is like to get them hurt, nothing. Okay, so one time, okay, my son, my youngest son was a bit of a dick, and I don't know where he gets it from, right? Anyway. This dude, like, because I had just got done teaching the boys like knife fighting skills, like hardcore knife fighting stuff.
And you still haven't learned.
Well, the boys, they were like the older one was smart enough to know that okay, it's cool, but like the younger one, he would take he went to his private ass fucking school with his goddamn marker and would throw it at people and be like, on guard, like want to knife fight them with a fucking permanent marker, but they're wearing uniforms and the fucking uniforms are expensive. So like, this was like we just got done with like a 1 week professional knife fighting course that we flew out to go take, right? So it's a really, really nice knife fighting course. And we come back, and he's like all fucking pumped. The youngest one is. So now he's trying to, like, knife fight everybody in his fucking school. And, well, I get a call from the fucking teacher, like, hey, Mr. So-and-so, Mr. Farrell, we're going to need you to come in, and you're going to need to pay for all of these uniforms that your son marked up with a black permanent marker. And I was like, holy shit, because it came out to be like $4,000 or $5,000. It was a lot of money, and I was so pissed. So
I've been pissed too.
When he got home,
declare bankruptcy over that shit.
When he got home, we have those big two wheelbarrows. Like they have like the wheels because they're designed to carry really heavy loads. So I let the fucking air out of the wheelbarrows, and I sat cross-legged in the fucking wheelbarrow, and with like a bottle of fucking scotch, and I made him drag me around the inside of the fucking horse pens and the freshly plowed fucking dirt. I was like, you can't be smart. You're going to be strong, boy.
Yeah. You ever do it again?
Never, no. And then he just begged me to, the same boy, my youngest, begged me to take this animation class because he wanted to be an animator, right? He wanted to like work for Disney or animation. And I was like, yeah, man, that's good money. Yeah, you can fucking totally take the animation class. I'll go and I'll I'll do a bunch of contract tractor work and I'll do this. And I'll pick a couple extra shifts up on the, an ER and stuff like that. And I'll make it happen because the stupid ass course was like $12,000 and it was taught by the college and you came out with a certificate. Okay. So it was taught by the college, but it was to the the high school kids.
Yeah.
He was real smart fucking boy to this day, real smart boy. He would get done with his fucking homework and then run around and like unplug other people's computers. Little shitbag. All right.
Oh,
so
fuck.
That's called eliminating competition, man.
Yeah, exactly. So I went and I spread out my biggest, blackest tarp, like this big black tarp, and I took. And now we're out in West Texas at this time. Just with my big old John Deere, the big scoops of dirt, and just poured them on this tarp. And I made a fucking mountain that was like probably 8 feet tall. And I gave him a fucking half-gallon Kerr jar, like a big old ball jar, like just a half-gallon jar and a goddamn Barbie spoon, like a tea set spoon. I told him, find me only the white grains of sand. And it's like red dirt sand out there. It took him about 28, 30 hours of hard labor to fill up only white grains of sand out of all that shit into that 1/2 gallon jar. It took him a good solid week of his suspension because he was suspended for the fucking week, right? And so it took him that whole time, like maybe 30 hours of work. To this day, it's one of my proudest thing, man. I still got that fucking jar.
Oh, I was gonna say, please tell me that you took that jar and poured it right back into the pile of dirt when you got done with it.
Fuck no, I got that bitch. I'm gonna save that forever.
Poured it right in there and kicked it over.
It's beautifully fucking white. It's just like pearly ass ivory fucking white pieces of little tiny like silica.
Like those old army where they make you dig a hole all fucking day and then the next day you fill in holes all day.
It was because of that kid that we used to have a punishment system based on distance and rocks. So we had rocks from the field that were all pretty uniformly like bowling ball size. And I would name, like, I'd be like 4 black, like when they did something fucking stupid. That means they had to take 4 of them fucking rocks, however they wanted to carry them in 5-gallon buckets, one at a time, whatever, and take them to the flag of that color. The black flag is 1,000 yards. And they just stack the sons of bitches back up. Then, it would just be whenever they do something stupid, like, oh, he stabbed me with a pencil, or oh, he shaved my eyebrows off, I would just, I would yell a fucking number and the color of the flag, and they didn't get to do anything else until those rocks made it to where they're supposed to go. But
it's a smart punishment.
Oh yeah,
Right.
My kids were so well behaved. They'd be like, "Why are your kids so well behaved?" I was like, "Because if they're not going to be smart, they're going to be strong, real strong."
Make them an ox.
Mm. Strong like a bull.
Strong like a bull.
Strong
Like a bull.
like Vladimir. You take 3 bullets, you keep going. But grenade to face from drone, not so much.
Not so much.
Face with perfect explosion ratio 3-2-1 Kabinka on your nose.
No Rasputin tonight.
How many times did your daddy make you hold that wire? 66 times.
I don't remember.
Oh shit!
You could have been president, but you had to get shocked by the fucking wire. And now you're on this podcast.
That was from the movie Great Outdoors. The dude who got struck by lightning.
Yeah, I fucking love that movie.
I've never had anybody struck by lightning. Never had a patient struck by lightning.
What's the weirdest?
Our house got struck by that shit and it lit on fire.
I have been struck by lightning before.
You were what the fuck?
Yeah, I was about
tell
9.
us that fucking story.
Yeah, tell us the fucking story.
Jesus.
Well,
You're hiding
8-year-old me got
that
it.
fucking gym.
Okay, 8-year-old me got it from a spark plug, right? Well, 9-year-old me visited my grandpa's farm, and my grandpa was a carpenter, and he had built his own house, and one whole end of his house was this giant room with nothing but windows all the way on 3 sides of it, and a giant table for the whole family to eat at, right?
Cool.
Well, this is Florida, and a storm was rolling in. He said, "Hey boy, go out there and shut all the windows in the sunroom," he always called it. So I'm going and I'm shutting windows one after another, running around, and I get to the end of the room where the outdoor kitchen was, and there's a big tree right outside that window. And just as I reached up to shut that window, lightning hits that tree. And it picks me up and propels me backwards and slid me like 15 feet backwards along that table that was in that room. Oh, man, it lit me up, boy.
Prior to that, you're probably going to cure cancer.
It didn't. The weird thing is, it didn't hurt. It just picked me up and just threw me. It was strange.
That's the weirdest thing about sudden pain is like when something happens that's real fucking bad, like you bust your collarbone or something, everyone's like, "Dang, that must have hurt." What do you mean, dude? It just felt like a lot of pressure and heat, man.
Yeah, and then all the adults come running out there. They hear the big boom. They're like, "What happened?" Like, "I got struck by lightning." And they're like, "Yeah, whatever," And then they notice the tree on fire right outside the window. Like, oh yeah, maybe you did.
That's gonna affect Price's Right later. God dang it!
Son of a bitch.
Get back up on the roof and move that antenna.
You put your braces back on, Billy.
God damn, Grandma's gonna be all happy.
There was always some kind of fuckery going on at my grandpa's house. It never ceases to have fun. He was a character.
Our house got struck by lightning. My mother's house. My parents were fucking split up, but I stayed at my mother's during the summer. When her house got struck by lightning, the back porch got hit. The whole fucking shit started burning down. All of us kids woke up. There was 9 of us fuckers. We wake up, we're like, holy fuck, we don't know what's going on. We're all running around. We don't know what to do. We gotta grab the fucking PlayStation. How the hell are we going to play Parappa the Rapper if God's burning the shit down? We're running out with our skateboards and being fucking retards. And what's my stepdad doing? Pissing on a TV in the closet. Oh.
Okay, that went a turn I was not expecting. You got me there.
Oh fuck! Well, it only burned the back porch. The rest of the house was fine, but we were just kids. We were fucking scared.
If I had a nickel for every time I saw somebody pissing on a television
in a closet, probably a nickel.
I'd be broke.
Did he pawn it the next day? Is the question.
With this fucking 17% CPI, it wouldn't have shit.
It's got the blackest of the blacks.
You were telling that knife fight story earlier. Your kid stabbing people with permanent markers, getting in trouble.
Yeah. Well,
I did radio towers in Louisiana and Baton Rouge for a while.
Yeah.
And there was me and one other guy, and then the guy who owned the company that spoke English. The guy who owned the company didn't come around much because it's 110 degrees. It's fucking Baton Rouge. He's a fat fuck. He's going to stay in his air-conditioned Jeep, right? So me, the other guy that speaks English, and then the fucking other Mexican guys, we're just doing our stuff. We're working. We're 2-3 weeks. Everything's fine. It goes on 3.5 weeks, 4 weeks. The Mexican dudes, they start stealing our water because they don't know how to ask, can I have water? They don't know how to say it like, it's a fucking agua. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, agua por favor.
Please, water, please. I don't know. But they just felt maybe they couldn't communicate with us. I don't know. I didn't feel too separate from them. But they start stealing the fucking water. So me and John got tired of it. So we started putting locks on our water. So these fuckers bring in knives, cut our lunch boxes, and take the water. So like, okay, all right, okay. So we start talking a little rough with them, but they still don't understand. So the next day they come into work with spatulas, the little rubber end spatulas.
Yeah.
And they hand us a spatula. They got a spatula, and they start like fucking swatting the shit in our hand, like saying like, "Come on, let's go. Let's solve this shit." Without fucking killing each other, like whose water is it, huh?
Dominancy over the fucking water.
Dominance over water with rubber spatulas in the middle of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, in the desert.
Okay, why are we bringing knives and spatulas and weapons of war and not just bringing fucking water?
I don't know, man. Because I don't know. I'm a fucking gringo. They don't like me. I have no fucking idea. I couldn't communicate with them. I don't know what their problem was. All I knew was they had me with a spatula to get my water.
They were trying to bond with you like a fry cook.
Yeah, right. So we had our little stabbing matches, and we worked out the water shit, and we eventually gained this camaraderie where we still couldn't speak with them, but it was funny to fuck with them. So we find our own ways to do this stuff. Like you had to dig the ground wires by hand, right? So they'd be out here because they didn't have any cars. They can't have a car. They'll get caught if they go get a license. So they're digging this shit with a shovel, digging, and they got to go 300 feet away from the tower in a straight line, and there's like 14 of them all around in a radius. I got in my car, put the shovel, and jammed it in the fucking. I opened up the door and I just jammed the shovel in the A-frame, and I put the car in reverse and backed up, and it was like, and just plowed the shit. They got mad. They didn't like that shit, so they tried to tell on me for using my car as a tool to dig shit faster than they could.
More efficient, and they get fucking angry with me. What kind of fucking bullshit?
Yeah, fucking angry with me, huh?
You must start wearing your knife-proof earmuffs to work.
The boss, we waited because we really didn't know. Me and John didn't know what to do to him. They're like, just fucking with him. They're not really trying to get us fired or anything. Nothing actually hostile. So we didn't know how to do anything back to him because we didn't have any ammunition. But then the boss decided to take us to dinner, right? So he had a Jeep, and he was rich because he owned the whole fucking company. Of course, he bought heated seats in Louisiana because he had to have every fucking option. And Jeeps.
Jeep?
Why?
Nice
Black leather with heated seats in fucking Louisiana, you idiot.
Fuck.
Thank you, though. But they got all the little options for the heated seats in the middle. It's not just for the front people. It's in the middle, like in the center console. You roll up your windows and down. The Jeeps are situated that way.
Yeah.
So we got the heated seat buttons. And so I sat in the front, and the manager was next to me. And I got John in the back and the Mexican dude over here in the back left. So I turned the heated seat, the back left, to the hottest fucking setting it can go. He's picking himself up on the door panel and the center little armrest thing going, Caliente, caliente, screaming. The fucking manager, he's got an IQ, the sack of fucking wet mice. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. John's trying not to laugh, and I'm sitting here going up. So every time he turns it down, it goes up, back up to hot. don't steal my fucking water, bro.
Motherfucker.
That's bad.
Yeah.
You burn his taint off.
Yeah, burn his fucking taint off. Yeah, get your prostate massage that way, huh?
Did I tell you guys my new front end loader has air conditioned seats? Oh my god.
Oh,
yeah,
my
dude. That's them
heaven,
ball coolers from the 80s coming back, boy.
Oh, it's nice. It does have heated seats also, but yeah. Air conditioned. That's
Yeah,
what it's
you don't use those. You don't use those because if the boys are hot, the boys ain't happy, and if the boys ain't happy, nothing's going good.
No. Bad day written all over it.
Bad day written all over. You got a one sweat particle on your nuts. It's fucking over. It's over. Bad mood.
No, do you know what the best thing to do is to prank your boss? Now, I can think of a time that Chris might remember.
Hell yeah, I know exactly what you're thinking about, man.
You go ahead and tell it.
Dude, he spent what did he spend? Like $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 trying to figure this out.
Oh my god, it was so bad.
He put the shit in the red trying to figure out who to fuck. There's the HR lady, right? Right, HR, whatever. She sits at the desk and goes, "Hi, how are you?" when you walk in, and she looks cute.
Yeah.
I don't know what she does exactly, but we got her in.
It's a decoration.
This tenant moved out of the building. This tenant moved out, and they left the doorbell. And we were sent to do the clean out. Michael and I, we were sent to do the clean out. So they left the doorbell. We took the doorbell. We figured, well, what the fuck are we gonna do with this? It's it's $300 with the bullshit. We can't just throw it in the garbage.
But we can have some fun with it.
We can have fun with it, right? Yeah. So I get a ladder when our manager's out of the fucking way, and we stick it up in the sprinkler pipes. We stick the ding dong part, the little speaker bit, up in the sprinkler pipes, and. We trust the lady that works at the front because, she does a lot of fuck shit. She'll get fired if we.
Oh, yeah. There's some skeletons in the closet we all know about.
Yeah, it's a mutual agreement. So we give her the little bipper so she can click it because she's in range all the time. We're not. So we're out here doing work, changing this fucking fan motor, whatever, squirrel cages, this and that. Dealing with people's printers that don't work. Who cares? They clog their sink with a fucking tampon.
Oh, the fucking women. Jesus Christ.
Man, you tell me the men's bathroom is a place for animals. Don't tell me women have it's a whole nother fucking level. Holy shit, man. They will take their shit, spread it down the wall like bloody murder. Like, just take it out of your thing and put it in the trash. You don't have to spread it on the wall. What did I do to you?
Or they try to hover potty and just sprinkle.
Oh my god! But we stuck the door. We stuck the doorbell in the sprinkler pipes above Gary's office. Now Gary's about 3'4". I might have dyslexia. 4'3", but in concept.
He's a fucking leprechaun.
He's a fucking leprechaun.
He's a jolly fella.
It was all right. And so when we leave the office, we go on this call or whatever. We've been gone for 45 minutes. Priscilla slides open that drawer so slowly and goes boop, and in his office goes ding dong. He doesn't know what the hell's going on. He's looking around, coming out here. Who rang the doorbell?
They're coming from the fucking second floor. It's the other fucking tenant. When the fuck did the other tenant get a doorbell?
United Healthcare doorbell. You might want to check with them. Well, they've been gone for 2 months. I don't know. Call a contractor. Maybe something got messed up. Who knows? Calls a fucking contractor, $2,500 out the window. They can't figure out that it's right above his fucking head. Okay. Might as well keep it going. We're already in Shit's Creek. $2,500 is enough to get fired over. I didn't think it was going to be this dumb, but okay.
It wasn't like suspiciously high definition.
No, he knew nothing. He knew nothing of it. I mean, I went in for an employee review. I went in for a fucking employee review, sitting with him face to face in the fucking shit. Ding dong. Keep a straight face. Nope. Not gonna let him know. Don't tell him.
Oops.
It's worth more than $1 an hour.
Hit the button again, bitch.
Yeah. So it was fantastic. And then, when I quit the place, I also got him with a not duct tape. What the fuck is it? Scotch tape. I put Scotch tape on the bottom of his mouse because, he liked, Asus and all the high brand PC stuff.
Is that you that does that to me?
And
somebody's been doing that shit to me at work for like 2 months now. I come in and my fucking mouse will be unplugged.
Put Scotch tape on the bottom of the laser.
Or my keyboard to be unplugged out of my computer or just something. Every time I go in my office, I'm going to catch them some bitches. I'm going to kill them.
Gremlins, man.
I put Scotch tape.
Your maintenance guy. The guy that's cleaning everything.
I think I'm going to take some axle grease and I'm going to spread it all over the wires in the back of my computer one of these days.
If you wear
I'll find out who it was.
Put it right in the thong part that goes between his toes. No man would love that.
Get some mica. Get some mica and put it on there. No matter what he touches, it's just going to fucking spread.
Right? You guys are talking about fucking with the boss?
Dude, Gary had an $80 mouse.
Yeah.
We put the Scotch tape on the bottom of. He threw it in the trash. He was in the trash. I was leaving, and when I went to quit, I was telling him, I was like, look, I can't deal with this. You got the cleaning lady making $26 an hour, and I'm over here making $12.
Yeah.
I can't do this anymore. I got to go. And he's like, you're only making this much. I was like, well, it's too late now. I've already got a job making triple this, moving south. Bye. And I was like, by the way, the doorbell, it's above that. And he's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, yeah, your mouse. Take it out of the trash can. It's not garbage. Just take the tape off.
You copped everything. Oh my lord. That's what they call it. That's what we call in the industry burning bridges.
No, he's still my friend. Like I have his number.
We all still love each other.
How are you? It's great.
I got a story. It's gonna. It's what's the statute of limitations of this kind of thing?
7 years.
Depends on what state. Be careful.
Shit.
Be careful.
Okay.
I don't know how old was she.
It's been at least 10 years.
10. Okay, you're good.
It's been at least
the highest one is 11, so you're taking your chances, but it's very slim. Go ahead and talk.
So, I worked for this boss in the oil field who was kind of a dick, right? And nobody really liked him. We were drilling oil wells, and he would always show up in this like badass Lincoln fucking Navigator that was totally tricked out. And he would, and all of us are like, just drilling water wells, right? So we're like working our fucking ass off, drilling like 4 or 5 water wells in an 18-hour shift. And that was probably even outside of the military, the most jacked I'd ever been in my life. Whereas I'm picking up these fucking drill pipes and holding them vertically with one hand and dropping them down the fucking well, right? Because I'm a big guy anyway, but that was the most jacked I've ever been, where I could hold 120 pounds above my head, one fucking hand, and then just slow it down with just my grip going down the well. And I pull out 2 stem at once. I was a beast back then. And, this guy, he would show up. Well, we caught this like baby fucking raccoon. It had just showed up and drank some water. It was probably semi-dehydrated and fucked up. Well, we caught it and we were like feeding it our lunch meat and stuff. We were just going to like kind of rehydrate it and feed it some stuff and let it go. Well, Jackass shows up and, he's like, hey, boys, because I called everybody fucking boy.
I'll say, hey. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody was boys. It didn't fucking matter. The guy was like 40 fucking years old. We were in our fucking 20s. And like most of the crew, though, were in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. And he'd call everybody fucking boy, right? Doesn't matter if they were 20 years older than him. Hey, boy, I'm your boss. You're boy to me. You're just boy.
That shit piss you off.
Never call you by your fucking name.
It does piss you off.
Everybody hated him. The only thing that sucked is he was extremely fair on pay. And that's the only reason that nobody fucking burnt this place down, right? Is it he was super fair on pay. And like, if you worked over like 8 hours, he'd have somebody bring you fucking food. Like he'd have a food trailer show up out there to bring you food. Well, it was just to keep you on site longer, so you got the job done, right?
Oh, crafty.
But like we were just happy because they were like, "Oh shit, man! He brought a food truck out here, made everybody fucking calzones. It was fucking great." Well, anyway, he was paying less to get the job done, right? Anyway, I got this little fucking scraggly fucking raccoon. I don't know, like it was probably only like an 8 or 9 week old fucking raccoon. Where they're brave enough to be away from their fucking parents, but they're still like all arms and legs, right? Well, I was like, it had been rehydrated and it had been like, it was happy again. It was ready to run off. I grab it. He gets out of his fucking car, leaves the window down. I chuck it in his fucking car. The worst thing that happens is like, he notices there's a fucking raccoon in his car and then like, freaks out. And then we go and rescue him from the raccoon and look like awesome people. Right? No. So like, he's like, oh, I got a phone call. He goes back into his fucking car, rolls up the goddamn window, takes his phone call. He's sitting there in his nice air conditioned car. It's 123 fucking degrees where we're at the time. And we're all sitting outside, drilling fucking water wells, loading stem, rocking and rolling. And we're like, did he notice? I was like, I don't know. Did you see it climb out? No. Did you see it climb out? No, it's fucking in there. Like, I don't, like, raccoons smell. Like, he's got to fucking notice. But no, he had his air conditioning on so fucking high, he didn't even fucking notice, right? This fucking raccoon had climbed up underneath the fucking dash. And he gets ready to go put it in park and drive, and then his car goes off and crushes off into the brush. He had put it in the fucking park, and the raccoons do this like crazy angry chittering thing, and it done this crazy angry alien like chittering fucking thing when he started moving because it pissed it off. Well, and he like kind of crashed off the fucking road into like some mesquite tree, a little brush. And we were like, run over there. We're like, oh, hey, you okay? Like, hey, like totally not suspicious. What's going on, buddy? And
totally not bad,
Yeah. And he's like, oh, there's something in here. There's something in here. He jumps out and starts like, hot stepping around because he's the one stepping anything dirty with his nice fucking penny loafer type shoes.
Jesus.
And so we see the tail just sticking out. This thing's like way up inside the fucking dash. And we're like, hey, you might want to just turn off your car. It'll get hot in there and leave your door open and he'll fucking leave, right? He doesn't want to cook to death. Cars get really fucking hot real quick. He's like, I'm in a hurry. My time is money, blah, blah, blah. So he reaches up. He grabs one of the welding gloves, reaches up there, grabs a hold of the tail of the raccoon. And we're like, that's not a good idea. And fucking pulls the raccoon out to where he could grab the back legs as well and pulls. This fucking raccoon had grabbed a hold of every piece of fucking wire, electronics, fucking chip, everything, and then bit onto some shit while I was getting pulled out. So he ends up pulling out like all the wiring underneath this fucking dash. His center console and everything at the same time. So he pulls everything out. Everything goes blank. Car starts running real rough. And it dies. He fucking totaled his fucking car. It caused so much damage in the electronics of the fucking car with them yanking that bitch out. It had to get towed back to the fucking dealership. The dealership's like, hey, like, it destroyed, like, the computer, the fucking control.
Everything.
Yeah, everything. Like, all the wiring's gone. It's going to cost more to rewire it than it would to just take a claim on the motherfucker and get a new car. But,
I would definitely not report that till the statute of limitations were up.
Yeah. It was.
You got to love that
at least
food
at least
trick,
10
huh?
years ago. Yeah. That was like, now I know it's a fucking trick, but back then we were just happy to have it.
I was working at a mushroom farm years ago in Florida, and the Domino's guy comes rolling in with a fucking pallet of pizzas, and everybody's all happy. Oh, we get pizza party. And I'm just pissed off at the world. And they're like, what? I said, you know these motherfuckers aren't going to feed us unless we're going to be here working till midnight tonight, some bitches. Well, I was just pissed. And sure enough, guess where we were? Slinging mushrooms till midnight. Yeah. Good times. Yeah, they never
So,
fed you unless you're working late.
So, Chris, you imagine you've done some mushrooms occasionally. You got any funny mushroom stories?
Well, I'm not that spiritual, but my favorite time doing mushrooms, I set up a bug light in my garage, and it was just me and the cement. And I opened the back door.
I love the sense of wonder in your fucking voice. Like, God damn, man.
No, it's great. I puked a little bit. You know, I didn't exactly know how much I was supposed to take, so I ate about 4 grams, and of course I puked. I should have made tech, but it's dumb, lazy. And I set the bug light in the garage, and I mean it's like burned into my memory how long a moth can cook. And I mean they just, and it doesn't really smell. It's kind of like when somebody takes a lighter to your forearm hair, but it's not so bad, you know.
You get used to it. Nice little moth perfume.
You are aware that when you're sitting next to a bug zapper, the bugs that explode, they have like a 25-foot radius of bug parts that fly everywhere, right?
Yeah, and I got a thing called a shower.
Just checking. I don't know of a man that does not love watching a bug zapper though. They're mesmerizing.
I mean, it's great.
I put one over my
blue light. There's no noise, so you're just sitting there and you're thinking real deep thoughts. Real deep.
So
you're sitting there going, man.
I bought one from Home Depot, and I took the little fucking I guess it's like 1/4-inch hell screen fucking grate off of it, and then so I just had it basically with like the slots, which are like a 1/2-inch wide. And then just sitting there
you can about fit your pecker in there, can't you?
Here, come hold on to this while I plug it in.
No, I had it just sitting there above the fish pond, and it would just kill everything, and it'd fall right down the fish pond. The fucking catfish and everything went fucking apeshit off. It was the cheapest way to feed them I'd ever came up with. Man, they'd get so much food. So much food. Yep. Who knows? Maybe probably a couple hummingbirds, fucking all sorts of shit. There's no safeties on it.
Small.
If they just liked the light, they touched it. Yep. Yeah. Maybe possum, fuck whatever.
Toddler.
A fairy. It would have to be a fairy toddler. Little bitty one.
Itty bitty baby. Hey, you never know. I don't know where you live. Might be some pygmies roaming around.
Do you guys own one of those salt bug things? The guns that shoot the salt at bugs?
I want one.
You can get them at Home Depot, boy.
I had one, and it was so much fun. I ended up opening the front door to let more in so I could have some more targets.
Hell yeah, awesome.
Bring in the death.
You guys were talking about.
My wife's like, "Why is there salt everywhere?" I'm like, never mind about that. Just get the broom.
Not my problem, woman. I'm keeping the house. Yeah, not my problem, woman. I'm keeping this house sacred land. Everything's dead.
Yeah, I have like a little fort built with the couch cushion, and I'm all painted up in camo. I'm ready to go.
Y'all talking about fucking small people and midgets. Did y'all see where they were talking about the Homo heidelbergensis? Might still be alive.
Wait a minute. Really? They got human chicken nuggets still checking this earth, man. What's up? What?
Human chicken nuggets?
Homo heidelbergensis. The little people. Yeah.
Are they living in a mountain?
No.
How little are we talking?
New Guinea?
Max 2 foot 8 inches.
Holy shit.
No, I gotta see one of these summits. Where do I gotta go? New Guinea?
Oompa Loompas.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah.
No, are you talking about the actual pygmy people?
Yes.
Yeah.
They have proof that they
Oh,
might
yeah.
still be alive.
No. They are alive. They're
No. We're
they're
talking
quite
about
fine.
not pygmy people that are like in Africa. We're talking Homo heidelbergensis, the ones that
different
were
Homo sapien.
before
It's not like
Oh, not the okay. Okay.
Yeah, before
So they're-
Neanderthals, not just random pygmies. Like you can find them sons of bitches and inbred people in fucking Arkansas. But we're talking about like the actual like Homo heidelbergensis, the little bitty fucking things. Like they call them like the Hobbit type things. So what they did is they put up a bunch of camera traps, right? And then they put out a bunch of food traps and shit like that. And they put the traps up so high that they only caught the top of their fucking heads and the noses. You know, like of these the people, they're like, oh fuck, we need to put them down some more. And but they found that like, oh well, shit. They left flip-nap stones and all sorts of other stuff as gifts in exchange for the fruits and fucking shit that they left for them. And so they're like, holy shit, they might be fucking still alive. The Homo heidelbergensis. Now we're talking about somebody that could be carried off by a fucking like a couple of red-tailed hawks, right? Like we're talking about tiny ass little fucking people. And I was like, that's fucking cool. Can I own one? You know, like right off the fucking bat. My first thought is like, how do we make more of them? And can I have one?
All right, I'm getting some. Give me a chimpanzee and some nair, and I'm gonna go sell one.
I want to see you fucking nair a chimp. Them fucking things are stupid goddamn strong.
Oh,
as soon as that shit starts burning, it's eating your face off.
Oof. Yeah, the little spider monkeys down in South America, they're mean as hell too. They'll throw all kinds of shit at you.
Jesus Christ, I have a fucking monkey story, and it's how I can honestly sympathize with women that have been in abusive relationships simply because I owned a goddamn fucking monkey, a capuchin monkey at one time. I got my ass kicked like hard. Like hard.
I heard they can be mean.
Oh, beyond regular mean, son. Mean that okay, turns out this fucking monkey hated goddamn freaking it hated men. I did not know it at this time. I responded to an ad while I was drunk that said, like, hey, monkey for sale. You know, $5,000. I was like, cool, monkey. That'd be great. At the time,
one of those.
I was like, yeah, at the time, I was a single guy. And I was like, hey, whatever. I want to have fucking like badass freaking thoughts about having this like me and this monkey going on badass fucking adventures together, doing badass monkey and fucking sidekick shit, right? This monkey's gonna like, do stuff for me and be like, thanks, monkey, for grabbing me a beer. That was really fucking cool of you. Would you like a goddamn strawberry or banana? Fuck yeah, monkey, right? So all this big crazy story, like lore, happened in my fucking head before I go buy this damn monkey. I go buy this fucking monkey. I had this lady, $5,000. And at the time, that was a drop in a bucket. And she's like, all right, well, the lady, the guy, sorry, is a dude, because he was like, my wife's not here right now. Found out later that the monkey caused their goddamn divorce. Well, that the guy shows up to the fucking door. I'm like, it's 10 a.m. Why are you in like slippers and a fucking house robe? You look like you haven't washed that robe in like several months. I'm like, whatever. I'm rescuing this fucking monkey. Can I call it a rescue now? Because like I'm totally getting it from like a ghetto ass fucking house, right?
Right.
No, it was
the monkey's got a pack of smokes.
It's gonna be great. So he's walking to this custom made big fucking steel cage, and he's got his keys out to go unlock the lock, and his hand is like quivering as he goes to unlock the lock. Right? And I'm like, well, that's kind of weird. Maybe he's just a little drunkard, right? Like, whatever.
Maybe that's something.
Yeah, so he unlocks the fucking lock, steps back. He keeps the door between him and the fucking front of the goddamn cage. Monkey comes out, totally fucking chill. Chill as fuck. Dream monkey. Comes up to me. He's like, what up? Human. And I'm like, what up, monkey? We have this like psychic connection. I'm like, fuck yeah, monkey. It's gonna be the fucking greatest thing in the entire world. You mean my sidekick for life?
Fucking monkey.
Fuck yeah,
boy.
Goddamn ninja fucking monkey. It's gonna be great, right? Got this fucking monkey, crawls up in my arms. Now, this is like a sub-adult capuchin. So, like the ones that you see on TV with like the little fucking box and the white face and wearing the little hat, those are little babies. Babies. We're talking still in fucking diapers on the tit babies. A sub-adult capuchin is about 60 pounds. 55, 60 pounds. An adult capuchin, 110, 120 fucking pounds.
He's a big monkey.
He's a big fucking monkey.
Can I place my bets right now?
Yeah.
Did you get your ass whipped by a monkey?
Oh,
like the whole whip.
Fucking reason. So, okay, no shit. So there I am. I'm like, fucking monkey, yeah. And then the guy's like, hey, I have a couple guys hired off of Craigslist to come over here and help you load the, cage in the thing. I'm like, whatever. And I'm sitting there just like holding the fucking monkey, and we're like staring into each other's eyes and doing like high five. And I'm like, look at all your cute fucking monkey fingers. You're like a little tiny toddler human. Oh, you're so cool. And he's like, oh, like totally making eye contact. We're having a great time. We're bonding. It's goodness. I brought all sorts of fucking treats, the guy said. And then I just have him literally strapped into like a baby seat in the front of my fucking truck. And we're driving home. And the whole time, Monkey's like, cool as shit. I'm like, hey, Monkey, look at this. And I show him how to change, like, stations on the radio. And he's like, I'm like, holy shit, you like Fleetwood Mac, motherfucking Monkey? Me too, bro. Oh, shit, yeah, we're going to be best of the friends of the entire life. Me and the motherfucking Monkey, best friends, right? We get fucking home. The guy, like, I was probably only like 40 miles from the place. Guys show up, help me get the freaking cage inside. I tip them like $50 a piece. And me and the monkey are fucking cool the rest of the goddamn day. Right? We're just sitting there watching fucking TV. I'm taking 10,000 fucking monkey pictures, putting them on fucking Twitter and Facebook and texting them to people. I'm like, look what I got, motherfuckers. Yeah, fucking monkey. Right? So the next fucking morning, right, I go to fucking the monkey went to sleep in his fucking cage, locked the cage, whatever. I didn't want to worry about the monkey getting out. I was worried about the monkey getting out and getting lost, right? So I locked the cage, closed up, something like that. The next morning, maybe I was pretty excited. So 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, I have the monkey's like little bowl of food made like with like strawberries cut up, fruit cut up, some nuts, all sorts of stuff, like all sorts of butter stuff, and then the Zoo Med brand fucking monkey chow, which is like little biscuits that smell like graham crackers. They're like, go in there, and I'm giving the fucking monkey his food. I go and I try to put the little like bowl, which is probably about the same size as a cereal bowl. I'm trying to put the bowl in the cage. The monkey fucking bitch slaps me with his foot on the hand. Broke my fucking pointer finger.
Oh shit!
Like straight up, like he just went wha-pow with his foot. Like broke my fucking pointer finger. I'm like, oh shit, maybe he doesn't like strawberries. I should have recognized at that goddamn time right there. I'm already making fucking excuses for my abuser. Right?
You need to accept the red flags.
Yeah. So, yeah, red flag number one. Bitch,
damn it, Rachel.
Broke my fucking finger. Like, because it was like no effort at all. It wasn't like an angry, like spring the leg up and kick. It was just like a casual papa peasant. Like, broke my fucking finger. I was like, God damn, monkey. Oh shit, maybe he doesn't like blueberries, whatever, right? Blame it on myself. I should have said something to him first. I invaded his space, whatever. So, things get progressively more like aggressive over time. It's not one thing where it's like suddenly, fuck, so the keys went missing to the cage, so it was just like, oh,
did he take them?
Yeah, he hid them. Yeah. I never found them again. They're gone. Anyway, So the keys went missing to the fucking cage. I was like, yeah, whatever. You know, he's been really responsible. He just wants to sit in the fucking recliner all night. Like, he just wants to chill in the recliner. He goes back to his cages and uses his fucking litter box. Or, honest to God, fucking thing would use the goddamn toilet and flush it. Right? So, cool. I'm cool with you, bro. Like, if you want to fucking go, you know, like, if you want to be out at night, doesn't matter. I came out one fucking night, right? And he's sitting in the fucking recliner and he's watching the fucking Jay Leno rerun. And I look over and I'm like, you okay, buddy? Like, you need anything? You're good? He looks at me and he, like, the light playing off his fucking eyes made him look like satanic. He picks up the fucking recliner and throws it across the room. I'm like, okay, no, I totally get it. Don't disturb you at night. It's cool, bro. Like, whatever. You can have the fucking front room. It's great. Now, understand that he's not just acting a dick to me all the fucking time. Totally fucking chill. Like, we're doing cool shit together. We're going to fucking Walmart and going shopping. I can point to things. He's climbing up on the fucking shelf, picking them up, bringing them down, putting them on a cart. We're having a great time. So it's not like any one thing we became like fucking enemies, right? It's just like the bitch is making the fucking rules slowly because that goddamn monkey was like some crazy Nazi fucking psychologist reincarnated, right?
Mhm.
Wow.
So, you know, time goes on. And then I had to work an extra like 4 hours. I had gotten trained to the point where I would call before I come home and tell him, like just talk to the voice message machine. Hey, I'm coming home, blah, 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 blah. I'll be home, blah, 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 blah. You know, just to give a heads up in case, you know, like whatever monkeys do, it's on private. You don't know. And
Wow.
and so like I ended up coming home like 6 hours fucking late. Had to stay over the shift. I come home, check this out. Every piece of fucking cabinetry is removed from the walls. Everything. All the above, like kitchen cabinetry, everything in those cabinets is now stacked against the south wall in the house, and every piece of cabinetry in the entire fucking house has been removed and placed in the living room. Perfectly. Like, it was professionally fucking done. He just went up there, pulled it off, walked with it, and put it down, and then stacked it like fucking Tetris. So literally the only thing is like the top of the freaking like counter and the sink. Everything else is out. The refrigerator's out in the living room. Everything's fucking out. It's stacked against the fucking south wall. And I was, at that point, I knew I was like dealing with something that was way stronger than me. You go trying to grab one of those fucking cabinets, rip it off the wall without tearing like, you know, the boards.
You're
and
not,
dude.
You're not.
Yeah.
My
Fucking
pops had a
crazy, right?
raccoon, and it would burrow holes in the fucking walls on top of the cabinets. It would burrow through the back of the cabinets and everything. It didn't give a fuck. Like, and if you tried to fight it, it could rotate in ways that you didn't think were physically possible and bite you. It didn't matter what you did; you were getting bit. Don't touch it.
Full angry.
Like, leave it alone. If it's digging a hole, it's digging a hole.
Fucking trash pandas.
Trash pandas.
So I started asking, like, so I called up the fucking zoo, and I was like, you know, I actually talked to John at the time, and this was long after all of our crazy adventures. And I was like, hey, John, I got a fucking monkey. He was like, get rid of it. Like, I didn't even say
fucking
shit.
Perfect advice. Yo, I got a monkey. Get rid of it.
John
John
sounds like a smart man.
It was like dead fucking man. It was like,
get rid of it.
Yeah, he's like, get rid of it. Get rid of it. I was like, but dude, no, it's been really great except for it. He's like, nope, get rid of it. That motherfucker's going to kill you one day. Like, get rid of it. What do you got? He was, so I told him, I was like, I got a male capuchin. He's a teenager. He's like, he's going to fucking kill you.
Mhm.
He's going to kill you. And I was like, how is a 60 fucking 5 pound? I'm a big fucking guy. You know, I'm 6 foot fucking 6. I'm big fucking dude. Strong like bull. Right? Like, I'm a big fucking, I'm like, how is this little fucking goddamn little monster going to kill me? And then I remember, like, you know, he actually picked up the refrigerator and moved it and put it in the recliner. Like, I was like, I couldn't do that by myself very easily. Anyway, so John's like, get rid of it. And I was like, nah, man. He's like, well, here's some things you can try. If you're not going to get rid of it, but you're going to fucking die, honky, basically. He was like, you're going to die. And I was like, okay. So I tried his shit where it was like trying to establish like lines of demarcation, like the bedroom's fucking mine. That room can be yours, blah, 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 blah. That did not work. Motherfucking monkey's like, no, bitch. You're going to try to make the rules now. This is my house. And yeah. Anyway. So a couple of bad things go on. I end up with a broken jaw, like cup crap ribs, get all fucked up. And so I put this ad on fucking Craigslist. And a monkey for sale, $2,500. And so this couple shows up to buy the monkey. And have the monkey wrestled back into his fucking cage. And I got him back in there by literally drugging him with Percocet. And monkey's back in his steel-ass fucking cage. New big-ass fucking lock on the son of a bitch. This couple comes to the thing, and, like, I'm just, like, beat to shit. I'm tired. I'm worried the monkey's going to break out every fucking night. So I show up in my, like, dirtiest fucking slippers and my old-ass fucking robe. I got the keys in my hand, the shaking slightly. I know now that the fucking dude who I bought the goddamn monkey from was praying the entire time. Where his hands were shaking. He was praying, please, monkey, don't eat my face off in front of these people. Just go with them gently. Right?
Just do me this one favor, for the love of fucking
God. Just do me this one favor. What have I done to you? I fed you kiwis.
I'm giving you this sacrifice.
Yes, everything you've ever wanted. Anyway, so I get over there, I open the fucking cage, monkey comes out. Kind of looks at me like, whatever, bro. And then goes over to this fucking couple, climbs up in their laps, and is like fucking happiness and sunshine. Exactly like the little psychopath was with me. Right?
He knew what was up. Fresh meat, he said.
Motherfucker. They happily pay me $2,500. I get the fucking cage moved over there, and I turned off my fucking phone. Just like the asshole did to me. Stopped answering emails, turned off his fucking phone. That was it. Done. So like a fucking year goes by, right? And I've moved on to like, what are they little fucking things called? The little miniature kangaroos. I had a whole fucking shitload of them. God.
Possums?
No, they're like kangaroos, but half size. I moved on to these little fuckers. I remember the name of them. Anyway, and I come across the lady, and she's there at fucking HEB with the fucking monkey who's now like at least 100 pounds, right? And he's sitting just like a fucking toddler would in the fucking car seat, like in a car, like like in the little. Put his little feet out. He's just swinging his feet to like some fucking noise, wearing some headphones, having a great time. And, and she's like, you going to help me unload the car? And the monkey gets out, helps unload the fucking car. Happiness and sunshine, fully potty trained, not even a fucking diaper on this goddamn monkey. Now I'd say he's a young adult, right? Instead of a juvenile. And I was like, so, how's it going with the fucking monkey? And the monkey looks at me, comes over, climbs across the carts, looks at me, and then just puts his hand on my cheek and just goes, pop, pop, and then walks the fuck back. Like, I'm all like, God, don't pull my face off! He just pats me on the fucking cheek and then goes back to the lady. She's like, yeah, well, it turns out he didn't like males. And, yeah, we got divorced, but he's been the best child I could have ever had. So this fucking lady who's sterile, she couldn't have any fucking kids, has this monkey. To this fucking day, I still get goddamn big birthday cards from a fucking monkey. Like where she sends me like birthday cards, like on my fucking email address. Where her and the monkey, happy as shit. Fucking happy as shit. The monkey actually has a cat. Did you know the fucking monkey has his own cat? His own pet fucking cat? He takes out for fucking walks and cleans the fucking cage and everything.
Holy
but just
shit.
hated men. Just hated men. But yeah, and that's how I know what it's like to be a woman in an abusive relationship because I was there. Yeah, I was well trained by a monkey.
Fucking, so, in layman's terms, men are monkeys.
Men are fucking monkeys.
I guess.
Men are monkeys.
But my God, man, I could probably find some part of my body that still hurt from the beatdowns I got from that son of a bitch. Oh.
My dad used to have one of those little red hat with the fucking gold tassel on it, monkeys.
Yeah.
It didn't work out too good because he liked to like piss in his hand and throw it at people and shit in his fucking hand and throw it at people.
Did it have a white face?
I never met it. Thankfully, I wasn't alive. But when I was born, those laws were placed that you can't fucking have those things.
This is fucking Texas. You can have whatever the fuck you want, man.
Well, yeah, I know. I kind of figured you're from over there. You guys got like deer in your kitchen.
Actually, we just had a house Barasinga. A Barasinga is an Indian swamp elk, right? And
what do you mean?
So I was out.
India from India?
Yeah, from India.
From India. How the hell did it get in Texas?
It's Texas. They're really cheap.
No. Like Native American?
No! Some
India?
rich guy brought him. Yeah, some rich guy brought him over, and it turns out they breathe like rats over here.
Who the fuck Indians get into Texas? What?
Dude, there's more African animals in Texas than Africa. Like, okay, the scimitar oryx, the big white oryx with the crazy sweeping back antlers, right? They're extinct in the wild.
Orcs.
The only place that they fucking live. Yeah.
Wow.
Google it. Scimitar oryx.
What do you mean? That's not just fucking. Wait a minute, dude.
Yeah. Oryx. O-R-Y-X. They're fucking.
O-R-Y-X. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm sitting here thinking you're talking about the Lord of the Rings motherfuckers. Like, they're real?
Oryx.
In Texas?
O-R-Y-X. So the scimitar oryx, it's extinct in the fucking wild, but there's like, millions of them in fucking Texas. There's cheap.
There's another kind of deer that you could just fucking pop off.
Yeah, every type of animal. We've got red deer from New Zealand. There's whole herds around Victoria, Texas, of fucking red kangaroos, like from Australia, where they just got loose and made a fuckload of babies. So you got like blue bonnets and wildflowers everywhere, and then like 500 kangaroos just like crossing the road. Like yeah, it's just Texas. So anyway, no shit. You can just buy whatever you want. So we were working on this huge ass ranch, and we were mowing the property with like the tractors and pulling behind big ass mowers, and looking down off the side of the mower, and there's like this dead Barasinga female where she was going to give birth to twins, and she died during giving birth to the second one, but had given birth to the first one. So down there's this like half dead baby Barasinga. And I was like, oh man, little baby deer. Oh, fuck, whatever. Like, I'm going to take it home. So we took it home. We fed it, because you can buy goat milk replacement, deer milk replacement, just over the counter here. So, we're bottle feeding it and everything like that. And it wore little doggy like sweaters and shit until it got big enough that it wasn't like needing to be warmed all the time. And we had a house Barasinga for a long time. But until I got to where it would like start jumping off the sofas and like parkouring and shit through the house. But yeah. It's cool.
Excellent. What?
I didn't mean to kill everything with the fucking monkey story.
You and your monkeys. How am I supposed to top monkey story, Firo? How am I going to top that?
You don't have to top it.
Well, dude, there was one time when I was in Malaysia and I didn't give the monkey my purse, and then it was like,
time the monkey kicked the shit out of me from my cigarette.
I'll beat the shit out of your monkey story, bro.
No, they're just like that monkey story is better told around a campfire and like where I could get up and act out all the pieces It's better that way.
So you want to like, dude? I'm not trying to sit at a campfire and get my cheeks ripped off, dude.
Well,
Again,
I'm not going to
again.
Yeah.
Again.
That costs extra. I mean,
Oh, it costs extra. Well, I ain't paying for shit.
I'll bring puppets or something.
Last time I went camping, I brought Tidal Wave 4 with me, and I woke up in the woods naked. But that's a story for another day.
Dude, that's
a story for the day.
No, it's better than waking up on your roof with a carrot stuffed up your ass.
That's true. That's true.
Waking up married.
Every year of my birthday, I go camping by myself, and I bring a copious amount of mushrooms and liquor, and see where nature takes me.
What region in which do you go camping?
I live in the extreme north, lower Canada.
Okay, so you say sorry, and you also say "a," which means sorry. So you're one of them sorry people that lives in the north.
I'm not Canadian.
No, you're not Canadian, but you're close. You're close.
Yeah.
You're about 2 states away. I can tell.
I live 8 miles from the border.
8 miles.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm originally from Florida. I'm a transplant.
Well, you belong where you are.
Right. So I could speak Southern with you guys or Northern. I know many languages. Dialect, we'll call it.
Listen, you have the exact same voice, speech, everything as my uncle and my other uncle. Like 2 of them.
They must
sound
be good
the same.
guys.
Oh, they're great. One of them fucking skins pigs and shoves its meat through the intestines and feeds us lasagna with the product. And the other, yeah, it's great. It's delicious. And the other one, he's a good guy. You know?
A little touch in the head. He's a good guy.
No, he's not touched at all. You know, he might have touched something else, but he didn't get touched, you know. No, I'm just kidding. He's a great guy.
I make tons of sausage, man.
Dude, I like making. Dude, you get one of them sausage makers. If you buy one of the machines, you can go to McDonald's and buy a McDouble. You can buy like 3 McDoubles and a McChicken and all this other crap. You know, people are like, oh, it's a fucking McGangbang. Yeah, you're retarded. Come over here, put it in my fucking meat blender, and tell me how you feel about an actual McGangbang when it's in a sausage.
Yep.
Firo was
geeking out over my meat grinder the other day. Oh, I have a fucking nice grinder.
You do have very nice grinders. Yeah, no, I make a lot of
I forget the brand name of it.
Chorizo. I think that you have the carnivore.
The carnivore, yeah, I got the big carnivore.
Yeah, I know what you got because I'm like fucking jealous. Jesus Christ, I think you could put a fucking whole bunch of midgets through that son of a bitch.
Oh, dude! Last time I made sausage, I think I did 150 pounds in before lunchtime. I mean, it was just freaking just rolling through that son of a gun. It was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, I like making all sorts of things. I made. My wife actually just took to some of her coworkers. They had a big meeting. They flew in, and so she took a bunch of different sausages to them. She took summer sausage and spinach feta turkey sausage, wild turkey sausage, all sorts of stuff to them, and they were like, "Holy shit, it's amazing!" I'm like, "Yep, America." If I wasn't in medicine, I'd probably be an artisanal butcher. I really enjoy it so much. I'm not grossed out by it at all. I do a lot of the butchering for all the families around us, all my friends and everybody like that. Like, hey, we got to put down a cow. No problem, man. I'll be there. I got this.
But be careful, you guys. Firo does drive a meat wagon, so there might be Soylent sausage involved. You never know.
Yeah,
it's possible.
There's so many people alive today that don't like. They're oxygen thieves. They should be apologizing to the fucking trees for wasting all the goddamn oxygen that those trees spend their fucking hard time making. Fucking oxygen thieves. I like to call them NPCs.
Yeah.
NPCs, oxygen thieves, NPCs, oxygen thieves.
Did I ever explain to you guys about my whole NPC thing, right? I ever explained about how the whole NPC thing works. All right, so check it out. We're in a fucking simulation. There's no other way around it. When you're driving,
Yeah, holograms
Walmart,
are physically real. They proved that.
Yeah, but if you're driving around like to Walmart or on the highway or something, you see all those tens of thousands of fucking cars, and you got to think to yourself, each one of those is a unique individual with a unique life and everything like that. It's just not fucking possible. They just got to be computer generated or like conceptually generated critters, because and you meet people throughout your daily life who it's like, like, hey, you work hard and you still struggle to have a house and a home and everything else, and then you meet some asswipe who's like, yeah, I've worked here at Circle K for 17 fucking years, and I have a 4-bedroom, 3-bed house and a real nice boat. And you're like, but you make $14 an hour.
Well, here's the thing, dude. His grandma gave it to her son, and her son didn't get married, so it never got nagged by the wife. And then it ended up going to his only son, who was had by a baby mom. And the boat was left over from a guy from the 80s, sat in a field for fucking 14 years, and kabinga! He's got a lot of shit.
There's a lot of these people that aren't real people.
There's so many of them.
They're like, and then you meet people.
You just want to punch them because their family talks, you know? It's like, wow.
No,
you granddad, God damn it.
Fucking time. You meet people all the time where you're like, hey, do you have any hobbies? I watch Netflix. I'm like, that's not a fucking hobby. That's a goddamn activity. Do you have any fucking hobbies? I play video games sometimes. And I'm like, okay, well, that's an activity. Do you have a fucking hobby? Do you do anything specifically for yourself without any gain? And they're like, I volunteer at my grandma's, bruncheon on Thursday.
Okay, all right, bud. You're trying to get in her will. Stop it.
Yeah, I'm like, no, it's like, okay, dude, seriously, you can see the bright spark of intelligence in people, right? You can hear it in their voices. Like, you can hear it in yours, Chris. You can hear it in all everybody that's been on this podcast.
You're kind of giving me a chubby right now.
Right. You're welcome.
I have way too many hobbies. Too many.
And then, yeah.
I like tearing apart old computers.
You see these people
making weird shit. I'll explain it to you if you want to know.
See all these people running around, and they have these dull, cow-like looks in their eyes, and they still somehow manage to succeed. They're fucking NPCs. NPCs.
You see these people, you look at their face. Like, you go to Walmart, you're walking around, you're walking through the fucking candle aisle. You got your kids' pillows with little fucking race cars on them and shit. You turn your head to the right. What do you see? Up, scruff my fucking guff, cocaine and meth for 15 years. But this guy somehow has a newer car than you, a fucking house with 3 bedrooms, and what? Your fucking eyeballs sunk in, and you got 3 teeth.
NPC, man.
How did you do it? No,
they're just programmed to have it. They're given it by the system.
No. They're a glitch. They're not supposed to be the people that have that shit, but they're a glitch in the system. The system is supposed to run a certain way. There's people that you look at with like little ties and bow ties, like Pee Wee Herman and all these fucking assholes. They got boats. But then you see a guy that you look at him, he's got caves all over his face, and his fucking beard's half grown in, and his eyeball looks up towards the sky, and the other one's looking at his fucking coccyx. Yeah, he's a glitch. He's not smart enough to own his own company. You talk about, I'm a contractor. You don't even speak English. And it's the only language you know. Bullshit.
Well, you got to think about worldwide. Okay, let's say worldwide. That all of these people, billions and trillions of people, will fucking exist simultaneously, or do they only exist when you observe them?
They only exist when you observe them. Period.
NP fucking C's.
NP fucking C's.
Yeah. Non-player characters.
Fucking islands. NP fucking C's.
And that's why people are like so fascinated by travel. Like podcasts.
Well, you're going to go over there and see an NPC in a different skin. You can buy the shit on, what is it, Counter-Strike? You can buy them for like pennies on the dollar. That's all they're doing. You're going to a different server. Listen, life is a game. All right? Let me explain it to you. It's called a game. I don't know what the fuck the title is. I've never bought the thing. I'm just a player in this son of a bitch. I got born in an okay country. I you know, it sucks that I could get bit by a snake and that could ruin my entire economic livelihood because, you know, first world country, get bit by a snake, go bankrupt. We're the only one. Take pride in it. But I could also be in Madagascar, where I'd never even
have great
internet
Jello.
with. That would suck.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a game. We're all in a server. I'm in the United States server. I hope you guys are too. If you're not, it might suck if you're in the Turkey server. They just had a little bit of a shakeup with earthquakes. Syria too. But
Dude,
nobody gives a fuck about them. They don't have any mods. It's all a game.
A surprising number of our listeners are in Australia, Thailand, and China. Like,
dude, I would suck to get born in a place where you could just like walk down to the beach and get bit by a snail and your fucking cock falls off and you die in 20 minutes. Welcome to Australia, level 10. You got spawned in the shittiest place. You have no handicaps.
Oh, you fucking go to China.
Sorry.
You go to China, you say the wrong thing about the fucking government. Oop, you just got disappeared into a fucking concentration
Not only is it wrong. Did you see where those people were holding up blank pieces of fucking paper? They're holding up just complete blank pieces of paper, and they're getting arrested and disappeared.
Yep.
Like,
it's fucked.
Fuck that.
It's just the beginning. But it's funny. It's like what do they say? History repeats itself. You know, didn't they do some shit like that back in like the 60s and 70s?
History rhymes. History doesn't really repeat, but it rhymes.
It's close to the same thing.
Like I know a guy in Eastern Russia, way the fuck off, and he sent me a picture of the shit that says Alaska is ours. In their language, whatever the fuck you want to call it, Cyrillic, Russian, blah, 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 I don't speak their shit. Fuck. They got 18 fucking military silos, and 17 of them are filled with water, and the other one's filled with dead raccoons. Try me.
Yeah.
But he said they got a sign that's like, Alaska is ours. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, though. Are you sure? And then the shit in Ukraine started, and then he's blocked all contact. Like, he's not like on that side, but he can't contact me. And he goes out and hunts for his food. Like, there's no stores where he's at. Yeah. He's way out the fuck.
I'd love to talk about Ukraine for a second. Prior to Ukraine, the American military was scared about going to war with Russia because Russia was this big.
Wait a minute. Scared?
Yeah. They were training for it. I was in the army for a long time.
That doesn't mean fear.
They were training for this force on force, incredible fucking giant waves of hordes of fucking communists coming over the goddamn border, just totally taking out everybody. You have your scouts way out in front of everybody, and your scouts were going to live 17 fucking seconds, and it was great times. And like, they were just worried about, I was worried about a near-peer war with people that were on the same level of you technologically. And then Ukraine happened. And there was like this giant hiccup where Russia realized, we probably should have been paying people because they sold all of our gear. And we don't even have like spare parts to make any of these vehicles work. And so all of those tanks that we have stored up, we have 2.3 million fucking tanks stored. But only about 50 of them run. And even those ones have dry rot. And then, by the way, we can't even fucking fuel our vehicles. So, half of it makes me go, ha! Well, half of my fucking military time was bullshit. And the other half goes, fuck. The only thing they can do is launch fucking nukes. Right?
Yeah, that's really all they can do because Russia has a very good for our world habit of not finishing anything to like nothing. Yeah. They get 75% there and they go, it's good enough, and they leave it alone, and it works for a bit, but
keep the rest. Yeah,
it doesn't work. Good
bunch of
enough.
toothless
It's not good
goat
enough for the rest of the world.
pumpers.
Like
Put the baling wire and duct tape. It'd be fine.
It'll
put the
be
duct tape
fine,
on the
yeah.
pipe. It's good.
No problem. You guys want some T-72s? It's great. Have it, Russia. It's good. Russia, no T-72s. Go to Johannesburg. We don't need to put it in storage. We've got plenty. So, it didn't go over well. And so after seeing this, China, Russia's been embarrassed globally.
They're not good at that.
No, they're not.
I thought October, since historically it wasn't a great month for Russia, would lead to different results. But hey, we're in the spring and they still aren't done.
No. So
it's been over a year.
Now become, it's become a giant proxy war. So now America is sending some, and I don't particularly agree with this, but we're sending a whole bunch of some new technological freaking marvels.
We're also NATO's doing 300,000 troops on the border.
Yeah, this is not good. Because see, what's going to happen is that now Russia feels like it needs to protect itself.
I kind of feel like we should have done the 300,000 troops earlier on because that would have restrained a bit of the push from Russia into Ukraine. If we were like, "Oh, there's troops right at the line," you sure? Instead of
I think that all they needed to do was just have the countries like Poland and shit go, "Niet." That was it. Just fuck off. Just raise the middle finger and say fuck off. We didn't need to put anybody else over there. They can't even give fucking fuel to the guys or food to the guys in the front lines. Some of these guys have been I follow it very closely. And some of these guys, some of these Russian guys are just surrendering because they haven't had food in 7 or 8 days.
Oh, I know.
I
know a guy. I know a guy whose father is in the Azov in Ukraine.
Yeah,
and he sends me quite a bit of graphic things. It's like I've seen just an ass in the middle of a field. It was like an artistic photo he sent me. It's just an ass. Just an ass.
It's for your pleasure.
Yeah, it's for my pleasure. Well, it might have been a bit chilly, but
it's gonna be interesting to see what this meeting with China comes up with, though. Because I think in Russia's looking for a way out, and they're hoping China helps them get out. I think.
And you know what China's going to do?
Chinese weapons. That's been confirmed already. They're using Chinese personnel arms.
Yeah, China jumped off a bunch of those G-36s over there. But what the problem is?
They got Infinities? I thought those were Japanese.
But they're the problem is that China wants to keep good friends with Russia because what does Russia have?
Oil.
Fuck tons of natural resources and land. Right? So we're ending up with it's going to be one of those nightmare scenarios where we have a country like Russia, which is now a big toothless dog, and then China, which is not a toothless dog, a very angry whore. And the problem is that she has used up all of her child support. And then Russia, China also hit this point where a lot of the people that were this is why a lot of this stuff has become difficult in waves to buy in America. Isn't because China doesn't want to give it to us. It's that the people died during various waves of COVID, but there was the people who knew how to operate machinery. So the people that were sitting there that were operating the machinery died. And they had to up-train new people to make things like toilet paper, blah, 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 blah. Like chicken right now. We went through a period of time there where actual chicken was very expensive because it was really cheap to raise the chicken in America where all the corn and everything is. Because America does one thing super well, and that's fucking farm. We make more food than everybody else in the entire goddamn planet combined. We're super good at it. That's what we do. So it was cheaper to ship our chickens to China on big ass fucking boats and have them processed in China, then come back to us. But these processing plants were closed down because the people who knew how to run the processing plants, they fucking died. everybody jokes about COVID and Rona and everything, but you guys, like the first big wave, like OG Rona, I was there. I lived through this shit. It fucking killed the shit out of people. Right now, what we have going around is the sniffles, if that. You probably had it 17 times. But OG Rona was
I've had COVID 6 times, and the worst it's ever done to me is a headache.
Yeah. OG Rona was bad. OG Rona was really bad. Like, I worked through that shit, and where we were running a code every 26 seconds on average in the hospital. 26 seconds, someone was stopped breathing. And it was just a combination of, hey, listen, we did not understand that COVID is not a disease of the lungs. It's not a disease of the body. COVID causes widespread coagulation. And so it would cause these tiny little blood clots that would clog up parts of your body, particularly your brain and your heart. And your lungs. And so we were treating people like, okay, it's an inflammation of the lungs. Well, the inflammation that was happening in the lungs was because of the blood clots that were clogging up the lungs. So now we know, okay, they have Rona, put them on some bucket blood thinners, put them on this, don't prone them, don't do anything like that, don't do this, knock some blood thinners, knock down some some antivirals, knock down some preventative antibiotics, and rock and roll. Give them just very few steroids because we need their immune system to knock everything up. And don't try to cool them down. Let them run that fever. So the fever is going to help kill it off. And anyway, so now we have this. Now we know what we're doing with it. But back in the day, holy shit. Like, oh my God. Like, there's still to this day a bunch of nursing homes. Like, if you go to a nursing home, they're less than a quarter filled. We lost entire generations of people, and nobody talks about it. It's like we lost pretty much everybody that's over fucking 90 years old. They died. They're gone. Where's your grandma now? Is she alive?
Do you ever think that it's kind of a way to not pay out on Social Security for this immediate moment?
I thought about that for a long time, and then China kept trying to taunt about it all, and then
China manipulates currency. It's the same thing that happened to us when like Reagan gave them preferred trade. It was like we could make a radio for $10 and we'd sell it, and that was honestly $10. Yeah, go ahead.
Watch what happened. I understand that China, it manipulates the currency and everything. And you were just talking about it. You hit the very edge of reality. What happened during COVID? China bought most of the farmland and the oil fields and the seaports in America.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these people couldn't pay. They're 20 or 30 fucking years old. They don't have, they're not stable enough where they could cough up $50,000 or $60,000 worth of taxes to pay for their mom or dad's fucking farmland in death taxes. So what they did was they put it on Zillow and they put it on places like that, which are owned by China, and so China would buy them. And so China bought up absolute huge swaths of American farmland. Currently, the number one owner of American farmland is China. The number two owner, and who has been trying to fight them, and I'm like happy for him, round of fucking applause, is Bill Gates. Bill Gates saw this shit. Bill Gates saw this fucking shit happening. It was like, fuck, and started buying up as much farmland as possible. Not to just have it because he's a greedy fuck, but just so that nobody else did.
Our land.
Exactly. And so I give that son of a bitch a round of fucking applause. Bill Gates, if you're listening, sponsor the fuck out of us. Good job, son. Pat on the back, fucking pat on the back for keeping it out of the hands of everybody else. But if you looked at it, they made it so fucking easy. They were giving foreign companies 0% interest loans to invest in America. And what they do, they bought infrastructure. They bought power plants. They bought oil fields. Most of West Texas and the oil fields out there, Southern Union, all the fun ones like that, are now owned by fucking China. So
Huh.
America owns about 14% of the oil it had before COVID.
Yeah, that's something I noticed over here is we got this little highway they're going to build from one town to another town, right? So
I'm gonna
I'm
grab
a
another beer.
transplant.
Keep talking. I can hear you.
Go ahead. I'm a transplant in this area, but they got the big city and then a little city where all the NASCAR fuckers live. So they built a special highway just for the people who feel like paying $20 a day to go from city to city in their own goddamn car. Now, the people who paved it, Chinese company. The people who collect the tolls, even though you're taxed on it, Chinese company. I don't quite understand.
They bought the rights.
I don't give a fuck about the rights. I pay the taxes for the roads. So you build the roads with my money, and then you charge me to use the roads, but you send the money to China. Could you just not do that? I mean, nothing against the Chinese people. I mean, business is business. You figured, you said, "Hey, capitalism is the best thing," and they were like, "Hey, fuck you" for a while, and then we're like, "You know what? You're right." And then they did it better than you. So stop sucking. Stop doing that. Don't let them build the fucking roads. It's like, hey, let's build a fucking toll road. I'm a Chinese company. I got money. You go, hey, fuck you, foreign interest. Get out. Go build your own toll roads. You got a lot of land.
What happened here in Texas is that a Spanish company from Spain bought most of the rights to the toll roads. And
Spain really, God damn it, you were the nicest one to interfere with the Western side of the world. You're not as bad as Portugal. You're not as bad as England. But you're still a shitbag. Can you fuck off?
They did a lot of fucked up shit way back in the day, though.
Well, yeah, but look at Brazil, bud.
Oh,
God.
Look at the fucking what they did, the Mayans and all that. Fucking the
I know.
store.
That was terrible.
I can't hate them. My wife's absolutely beautiful. So,
want to get in a competition, bud? Let's fight about it. Come on, meet me in the parking lot. Mr. Cops. Huh?
No, don't make me pull your mullet. I swear to fucking God.
Don't make me pull your fucking mullet. I'll whip your beer hairs out.
my angry ass fucking Spanish wife, love her to death. She loves to fuck with me though. Like I put her through the fucking knife fighting course too, and she jumps out at me from behind shit at fucking 3 a.m. I'll get up to use a piss, and she'll just be waiting there behind the door when I come out, shake, 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 shake. And yeah, she's gotta keep my toes. Yeah, exactly. It's a fucking game to her.
My wife is Somalian, so I know.
Yeah. She's like, I gotta keep you on your toes. I'm like, God damn it, you're gonna give me a fucking heart attack. You're gonna kill me off. You're gonna have to find somebody else. Start over. Shit. Chris, you're fucking awesome, man. I like you.
Excellent. Yes, sir.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
You're the man.
Trim.
What's that, buddy?
Michael Nutty, it was a great fucking thing bringing Chris on. He's fun.
Heck yeah.
He's the shit.
I'm sure we pissed off
anytime you want me to come, I'll come. Any guy would say that. Anytime you want me to come, I'll come. Any guy would say that.
What's coming?
All you got to do is come. I'm there.
It's great having you on, man. You're great.
Thanks.
Hey, anybody else got any sort of other random shit to add to this fucking fuckery?
I mean, I like the directionlessness.
Yeah.
Where it just goes. There's no we're going to talk about this.
This way is that way.
Welcome to the podcast. It's a talk with friends. And a lot of the times we do talk about mycology, but Monday FAFO is fuck around and find out. It's just about talking to people in the community, telling stories, getting to know people in the community. And it's not necessarily about hey, mycology. We've talked to a lot of very serious people that are involved.
I mean, I'll tell you right now. I know jack shiz about this. I mean, I can eat them. I can make tea with them. But if you want me to grow them, I'll probably get cancer. I don't know what I'm doing.
It's super easy, bud. You just
I know it's super easy, but I'm also super dumb. So like you gotta like level it out, you know?
If you're gonna want to listen to like a very start to finish one, it's gonna be the step-by-step one we did with the side quest where I played like basically Simple Jack and made fucking John here like tell me step by step how to fucking make it all work. But your best bet is honestly an all-in-one bag, bud. Like if you're gonna grow it for yourself, all-in-one bag. You can't fuck that
like,
up.
I might grow it for myself, but I don't really have time to partake. You know?
Yeah.
I could do micros. Micros work great.
Yeah.
You take them.
That's why you just call me.
Fucking wonderful.
Yeah.
But
love microdosing.
I don't do it as frequently as many people may. I'll do it for like 2 weeks and stop. So I don't know if there's any benefit or no benefit to
there's a lot of
following that schedule.
Yeah, there's plenty.
But like I'll take what is it, 0.15 to 0.2 about every morning for 3 days, and then I won't do shit for 2 days, and then I'll do that for 3 days and stop doing it for 2 days. And to me, it acts like an antidepressant. It's I can go to work.
That's
and I'm not exactly pissed. I'm not exactly pissed off about going to work. I'm not exactly pissed off about being on salary and having to work an hour over or show an hour early. Whatever it is, it doesn't bug me too much.
That's exactly how it works, bud.
That is wonderful in itself, because when things aren't bugging you, you can think about the shit that you need to think about. And there's quite a bit, a lot of shit to think about. Living over here, you got your fucking taxes, your health insurance, your fucking 1099s, this fucking hell. You can't just chill. You got to keep up.
That's how it works a lot of times. We've worked with a lot of people. Oh, yeah. We've worked with a lot of people to get them off of this regimen of just taking like downers and antidepressants and uppers because they feel like a fucking zombie.
Well, I mean,
and worked with them to get off of that. And then now they're just doing like a moderate dose or like, like a little bit more than what you're describing a micro. They're doing, like a half a gram or so a day. And they're like,
well, it equates to about 0.75. You take one in the morning, you take it at lunch, and you take it when you're on your way home.
Yeah. But you get these people, and I love hearing the stories about them where they're like, holy shit, it's like, I have these flowers in my yard. I never fucking noticed that they're pretty. I never noticed.
Pretty, man. Look at them.
Yeah, I never noticed that, like, my house is pretty, and my kids are fucking pretty, and my wife is fucking awesome. And I never noticed all these things that I have, and my job doesn't really suck as bad as it did in my head. And just hearing these people that were medicated with all these serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs, right?
Well, those things, they're not natural. They don't grow out of the earth.
Oh, not at all.
If you believe in God or you don't believe in God, I don't give a fuck. But the planet is its own ecosystem fucking, I'm not a scientist thingy. So if you're going to partake in something, don't partake in some bullshit that a human made. Partake in some bullshit that the ecosystem that you live in made. That's going to help you. You're part of it in a way. So something's going to have a benefit or a non-benefit to you. So just stay away from heroin. Eat some opium to solve your needs, but crush it in a mortar and pestle. Don't inject it.
Now, I agree with the first half of what you said, but in a different okay, in a different type of way. And this is how I agree with it: is that humans, we don't really fucking know. Right? No. It's called science. Science and medicine is the practice of medicine. It's a practice.
We don't know
psychology.
Because we keep killing each other, so we don't.
It doesn't even matter with that. We're just, a lot of the times as they go, they find a new substance, and then they have a study group of people that they pay, and they're like, so did you notice anything while you were taking that? And some dude's like, I pee orange. And another guy's like, you know what? I really didn't feel as shitty as normal. And, and like 3 or 4 other people are like, yeah, you know what? I didn't really worry so much about work. And so they're like, oh, shit, maybe we got a new antidepressant. And so then they take it and they refine it further, and then they try it again on another group of people. So it's a big fucking practice. But what they're doing is they're changing the chemistry of the brain, the magic that fucking happens inside of your skull. There's billions and billions and billions of neurons, trillions of neurons. And then your body communicates with chemicals.
Yeah.
You're a giant sack of fucking chemicals. And if we
5.5 liter bag of blood filled with electrons and you're carbon based, and it's a fucking miracle.
And if you're
never going to understand it. Damn it, is it fun to try?
If we drop in there a bunch of chemicals that are designed to block functions, right? We drop in there a bunch of chemicals that are designed to block functions and deaden stuff. And we take away people's ability to feel extremes, whether it's extreme happiness, extreme sadness, or one or the other, right? Because we've decided that extreme sadness is bad and extreme happiness is bad, because extreme sadness is depression and extreme happiness is being manic. And instead of trying to figure out what is making that person manic or depressed, we just go ahead and like, hey, take this fucking chemical and you're going to feel the median average.
Is not the right way.
And then you end up with all these people who end up being fucking school shooters. Every fucking person who's got a murder rampage has been on an SSRI. All right?
Has been on
because they have to go
to a government mandated or whatever the fuck the word is, psychologist, somebody who's passed all the government tests, but
because they have to go to such fucking extremes to feel anything. To feel anything.
Well, I remember I was younger, and when I was in like 6th or 7th or 8th grade, around that age, and my parents put me on this bullshit. Wellbutrin, I think it was.
Fuck. That shit's terrible. Could you even get a fucking boner?
But it's like I couldn't get a fucking boner.
Of course. That shit's like
and I was in school.
They're using Wellbutrin now as a chastity pill. They're using it as a chastity
fucking pill, man.
Yeah. Christians.
You couldn't look at yourself in the mirror and jerk off if you tried. It wouldn't work.
Super Christian, like super Christian families are now using Wellbutrin. They're giving it to their fucking kids as a chastity pill to keep their boys from fucking touching themselves, having sex, or getting a fucking hard on. And you're wondering how they're fucking those kids up. Okay, like I get it. You don't want little Jimmy. You don't want little Jimmy to go fuck the goat. Okay. Well, teach him to fucking the goat's wrong, but don't make it so he can't fucking touch himself. There's nothing that happens. You're teaching him from a very fucking young age that is completely fucking wrong, and you're fucking little Jimmy up. Yeah.
Jimmy, just fuck the lamb. Nobody cares about the lamb.
Soft fur.
Soft kitty, precious kitty, little soft fur.
Oh shit!
The lambs were screaming, but no, it's but they're doing this to these fucking kids, and you're like, okay, well, so you have these 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old fucking kids who literally, no matter how sexually frustrated they are, can't get a fucking boner and rub one out from the Sears catalog or internet porn or whatever. And you're wondering why they're acting out violently.
They had the Sears catalog. Jesus, have you seen them sweaters?
Fucking turtlenecks, my guy.
And
turtlenecks.
Fucking all these kids up. And it's like, you know what? The only times I gave my kids shit was when I was in a hurry. I'd be like, all right, you understand. This is not a self-exploration shower. Get in there. Get your fucking shit done. Get fucking dressed. We got places to go. That was literally all the shit I gave my kids. I was like, I don't give a fuck. You want to go in there and jack off on a regular day? I remember when I had a new working fucking penis. They're like, shit, I don't give a fuck. But like, as a single dad, yeah. But like, hey, we've got to go to this fucking show. Like, I'm the guest speaker. This is not a self-exploration shower. Get in there, get it done, let's go. But like, otherwise, I don't give a shit. Run the fucking hot water out. Fuck, I don't give a shit. But like everything else with the boys, and I didn't give a great damn fucking shit. I didn't ever give them shit for turning in crusty ass socks. I made them do their own fucking laundry. I don't want to touch that. But like, it was cool. Like, hey, if you have something fucking weird, they knew to pop it in the just throw it in the fucking laundry. Just throw it in the fucking washer. Washer's always open. No problem. Like, if you want to look at fucking porn, that's great. Don't use it. You have your own cell phone. You have in your hand a mobile porn-looking device. Do not sign up for shit. Do not cost me money. Look at free porn, and you're good. And I didn't ever give them shit. You know what happened? My kids grew up fucking normal. They grew up amazing. They're great.
Dude,
they're in fucking college.
Same thing my dad did. My dad never told me anything. You want to know what my sex talk was? Guess. Just guess. It came from my mother. Guess what she told me?
I gave my kids a sex talk. I told them, like, if you're going to fucking go and knock somebody up, I'm going to be pissed. You need to learn shit about mutual masturbation. Go down on her. Yeah. I was like, listen, my kids were 15, 16 years old. I was like, here's what you do. This is called foreplay. All right. And I show, like, look, this is a video. This is a dude, like, hitting on a chick. It's foreplay. Now smell your fucking fingers. If that goddamn shit smells like fucking death, don't go near it. That's it. If it smells good to you, go down there and kiss it a couple of times. Have some fun. But like, I was like, foreplay is going to protect you from a bunch of diseases if you're careful. But and so I was very careful with my boys about telling them about stuff. I wanted them to be as educated as I could before I sent them out in the world. And they ended up being great, fantastic at it. None of them to this day have knocked up a random person. And they're in their fucking mid-20s. And no problems. No fucking 15-year-old kids. Nothing, didn't have a kid at fucking 13 because they realized that, hey, I can have sex with somebody without actually putting my penis in them. I can have sex with somebody without actually knocking them up. I didn't have to figure this shit out on my own like it's a goddamn Blue Lagoon, Like I'm on a fucking island somewhere. And how did we get into this goddamn talk? There's like 17 fucking kids. I like Pharaoh giving the sex talk to people. But, it's something that's not taught anymore. Now they don't want to teach kids about their own personal sexuality. They want to teach people about alternate sexualities. And I'm perfectly fine if you have an alternate sexuality, but there's no reason for you to bring that shit to fucking school. Now, if a kid asks you about it,
to be portrayed in school, like, listen, do you see a straight guy coming to work? Okay. Of course you do see straight men doing this shit. But when you go to work and you're doing your job and your guy comes up to you and he's like, hey, man, does he sit here and does he tell you graphically, I fucked my wife in the pussy, I made her come 3 times? No! But a gay guy will come up and tell you that. It's just leave it the fuck out of the conversation. It's not when a straight guy comes up and says it, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. I don't want to hear you. When a gay guy comes up, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. I don't want to hear you. When a fucking trans comes up, I don't give a fuck if you got a dick and you got tits. I'm not touching either of them. Live your own life.
I think it's a form of sexual harassment.
I don't want to hear it.
I see it as a form of sexual harassment.
It is. It doesn't matter if you're straight, if you're gay, if you're trans, if you're what the fuck. Don't talk about it in public. Don't go in parades.
It was never meant to be talked about in public.
It's not for that. It's like, listen, the things you do with your wife or the things you do with your woman, whatever the fuck it is,
your
keep it in
husband,
the house.
your goat,
Keep it in
your
the house.
squirrel.
It's a
I don't give a
sanctuary.
shit.
It's
Yeah.
not supposed to go outside. I don't care if you're gay and
Yeah.
you fucking have one night stands. What the fuck? You're a piece of shit. If you're a woman, you have one night stand. You're a piece of shit. If you're a guy and you have one night stand, you're a piece of shit. Hey, repeat,
Yeah.
repeat, repeat. Keep it
It's
to yourself. It is not public information. It is not general
personal
conversation.
valuation. It's personal valuation. A huge portion of my extremely creative family on my wife's side is gay, and I'm totally fucking chill with it. I love them. They're great. Their wives are great. Their husbands are great. Everything like that. But they're the more like kind of conservative, like they don't pocket in your fucking face. And I'm happy. We get along great. We all fucking get along great. We have a great time. I see them no fucking difference than if you came to the house and brought your fucking wife. I'm happy to have you. Are you treating my fucking niece or nephew right?
You know, matter.
Great. Everybody's happy, and that's all I care about. Are they happy? Are they being taken care of? That's it. That's all I give a shit about. Like, I don't want to hear the fucking details, just like I don't want to hear my fucking sister's details or my brother's details.
It's the same level. It's the same. I don't want to
exactly
hear
the
it.
same.
I don't care what anybody does.
Family,
shut up.
You're my friend. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. I don't want to know
if
who
you
my
have
sister's
a
banged.
friend,
I don't want to know who the fuck my gay friend has fucked. I don't give a shit to hear it. I don't give a shit to hear my straight friend. What his stories are. I don't want to hear it.
If you have somebody that wants to hear that from you at all times, that person's fucked up. They want to, like, if they're asking you about your sexual life every time you come to work,
it's odd to hear. It's not something that comes up.
Yeah, that's going to be creepy. If you come, like, flip it around instead of oversharing. Think of it if somebody was coming to you and being like, "Hey, man,
hey, tell me about this.
How's that dick taste?
Yeah, you want to cuck me real quick?
Can I smell it? Like, you know, you know what I mean? But if you flip it around, it's fucking weird, right? But, and people think it's perfectly okay to talk about it, but if you flip it the fuck around and start asking about people for that information, it's completely
not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay.
And I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. If my kids have a gay fucking teacher, I don't give a shit. Are they teaching? Are they not pressing?
Well, their sexuality has nothing to do with what my kid is going to learn.
Exactly.
If they bring sexuality into the classroom, okay, what the fuck? I don't think you're straight or gay.
Like,
you don't talk
lady,
about that.
You're teaching math. You're a fucking math teacher.
Yeah, you're a
Where
fucking
does the fucking clit fit in mathematically?
It's got nothing to do with it. Even if it's biology teaching. If you're a female biology teacher, male biology teacher, you bring the fucking little model over here. You don't take your own pants off. Be like, look at my fucking clit. No, you don't. You bring a model because you are not to be seen that way. You are not to be thought of as male or female or whatever. You're a teacher.
Guide.
You're a teacher.
Guide for the kids.
You're just a guide. That's it. You're just sexless. It doesn't. I don't give a fuck.
That's how they
keep that shit at home. Keep it wherever. Straight, gay. I don't care. Keep it at home. Educate.
20 fucking years ago, your teachers were basically sexless. You'd be like, Mr. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so. But did you ever?
Well, they were also scared as shit to be gay.
No, but did you ever actually?
Which I think people should be okay with being gay, but you don't need to go into your 4th grade class and let them know. Yeah, it's not pertinent information.
Let them figure it out when they're adults.
Yeah, just be gay and shut the fuck up.
There's nothing. But there's nothing against it. There's
nothing against it, but it's just not for the public sphere. Straight, gay.
It's not for the
whatever. It's not for the public sphere. Not for the children. You don't go to a bar and say, "Hey, man, I fucked my wife last night." You don't tell anybody that.
Round of beers, everybody.
Yeah, round of beers. I got laid. Like, everyone's gonna look at you like you're a scumbag if you say that shit.
Yeah.
Quiet.
But it's okay if you do it in school.
I don't know why.
It's fucked.
I think it should be a private thing. That's what, the sanctuary of love. You keep that shit in the house. You don't, straight, gay, whatever the fuck, you keep it in the house. You don't tell people what you do. Don't shit. It's between you and them.
If I'm okay if they had a student that was curious, like, hey, I think I might be gay. Can I ask you some questions
That's
about what it's
perfectly
like
fine.
being
Oh,
gay?
hey,
That's
yes,
perfectly fine.
that is
But
way more than fine. I'm
broadcasting
warm to that idea. Yes, please, but don't project it to them.
broadcasting things.
Don't
Broadcasting
broadcast.
things. Yeah. Broadcasting things is not cool.
No.
All right. So when I take over and become emperor of the fucking world, we are implementing this.
Deal.
Perfect. Sounds like a plan.
Deal.
Also, teachers get paid shit. Like, for the
Dude, I
amount of
moved.
trash that
Oh
they
my
put up
God. From
with,
New
God, they
York,
get paid shit.
moving from New York, where teachers made at least $36,000, to the South, where teachers make like 22. Holy fuck! No wonder people are retarded down here.
They make 65 here where I'm at.
Well, you, god damn it, your inflation and toll taxes and all that other bullshit because you got snow, don't you?
No.
You got snow.
No, there's no goddamn snow here. I work in Texas.
What do you mean there's no snow and teachers make $65,000 a year?
Yeah, there's no snow. It didn't snow this year at all. Like, I mean, there was like, I think maybe an eighth of an inch of snow for one day, but they shut down the entire goddamn state for that shit.
Okay. Well, here they just do the lottery, and if you buy lottery tickets, the school gets money. But if you don't buy lottery tickets, the school doesn't get any money.
Same here in Texas.
The funny trick is the company that owns the lottery is China.
Here in Texas, the company that owns it is a Texas-based educational school board that owns the lottery and does the lottery. So,
but wait. This is what I found in North Carolina too. Look up who owns that board. Keep going up, up.
Let's do this. We'll do this live here. How do I hit the OK Google fucking button?
I think you just hold Alt and F4.
Oh, wait, there it is.
All right. Thank God you didn't do it.
Okay, Google. Who owns the Texas State Lottery? What the fuck just showed up?
China.
Okay, Google. Okay, Google. God damn it. Who owns the Texas State Lottery?
Was formed via legislation in 1993 to take over management of the lottery from the Texas Comptroller of Public Accounts. The legislation also gives the commission oversight of charitable bingo games.
Yeah, so it moves the duty from the Texas ABC, the TABC, to it. So, yeah, it was in 1993. It's still owned by the Texas Comptroller of Public Accounts. And it's still straight to it's like Robert G. Riviera is the chairman, and it does not have any China bullshit.
Good.
Yeah. All that money goes like straight to, and then we have also taxes that go to it and everything else. Like our schools are very, very well funded. Like we still do really, really cool field trips and shit. Now, I did not have my boys in regular public school. In Texas, we have this thing where there's what do you call it? Like homeschool groups.
Yeah.
Right? They're fucking cool as shit. And it's what we're going to do with our daughter. So you pay a quarterly fee, and it's not usually very cheap. It's like, $1,000 or whatever. And what happens is I love science. I have a degree in science. I fucking love science. I have a degree in medicine, and I have a degree in technology.
I ate a couple of pieces of dog food from a brand called Science.
So I will be happy to explain to the 10th billionth degree of biology. You want me to teach you? You want me to teach the biology class? Great, I'll teach biology. But I will follow the curriculum and I will add to it. So what happens is that you end up having these kids, and they go to They go to their class every day, but it's held at different houses. And then they still have like extracurricular activity. There's still baseball leagues, football league, all these different leagues, science classes, music classes, everything you can imagine. Just like regular everyday homeschool, regular school, except that there's a lot more really, really fucking cool, like field trips. So like I was trying to teach the kids like harmonics. And so I was like, oh man, harmonics can be kind of difficult to teach. When you're talking about like on like an atomic scale harmonics. So I'm trying to teach all these like fifth graders like harmonics. So we went to fucking NASA and we learned about harmonics in a vacuum because they had these big vacuum chambers that they would fill up with stuff and then shoot sound waves through, and you could see them visually. And it just blew the fucking kids' minds. And it was great. It was so much fun. And so the amount of stuff that you can do homeschool in Texas is thousands of times what you could do at homeschool other places. Because see, even if I'm going, you get certificates. Does that make sense? Yeah. So your kid going to school for like third grade is worth $56,000 for the state. So you could take that certificate and give it to your homeschool like group. Okay, my kid is now going to become part of this homeschool group. Here's their $56,000 certificate for their education for third grade. And now that homeschool group has access to that $56,000 that your kid brought to them to the homeschool group. Well, if you have, 300 or 400 kids in that group, my God, the shit that they can fucking do. Like, oh my Lord, like the fun stuff. Like they went on they were learning about oceanography. And so they went on a deep sea fucking adventure, like a fishing, like 200 miles off fucking coast with sonar, and learned about how everything moves up. They went off the Yucatan fucking peninsula and found like where the asteroid impacted, and then mapped the topography up off of that, modeling clay as a group. Like the fucking cool shit that they did was mind fucking blowing compared to what, like, think about it nowadays. You have your kids sitting in fucking school, sitting in a fucking classroom. Classrooms are dead. The entire purpose of a classroom was to teach your child how to sit in a cubicle and work a cubicle job. And the cubicle jobs are fucking dead. They're dead. Like, office buildings are closing down. Everything's going fucking remote. It's all about time management and how do you become a successful individual on your fucking own now without somebody breathing over your fucking neck, right? And that killed the chat. Everybody's like, either jacking off or looking at goat porn.
I'm tracking goat porn. Are you looking at my screen again? Come on, man.
Well, I mean, I don't want to get so, like, that happens to me. It's like I get passionate and I go on a fucking rant and everybody's like, okay. I'm like, no, talk to me. But yeah, it's but it's like, it's so much cool shit that you can do nowadays with your kid if you get their certificate for it. And then fund extra to go on cool shit.
What if you could live in a world where you did the shit with your kid without fucking certificates, and you could just go do shit with your fucking kid?
Yeah.
No
Wouldn't
problem.
that be great? If you didn't have
I
to
do
ask
that shit with
hey,
Tiny.
man, can I bring my kid to fucking catch a fish? So I gotta pay you $15 for this?
My 3.5-year-old, my tiniest, like, she's pretty famous. Tiniest beast. Well, she's the tiniest. Everybody that's been part of this podcast knows Tiniest. Tiniest was aboard a super preemie. She fit in my hand, right? Like, her whole entire body fit in my hand. And y'all have been here for that entire story. Yeah, he might not know it. Chris might not know it. Anyway, she grew up to be a normal fucking kid, and she's a kick-ass. She's 3.5, and right now she can read up to 7-letter words. And that's just from me teaching her. Like, teaching her how to read. Like, okay, well, like, look at this. That's a stop sign. It says stop, S-T-O-P. And then I just remember back in the day when you were a kid, you're like, Dan, see Dan run. Dan, run. Run, Dan, run.
Mhm.
Like those stupid fucking books. That you can't buy those anymore. That's not how they teach reading anymore. How they teach reading now is whole word recognition. So they teach reading now. Yeah, they teach reading now as whole word recognition. You know it says run because the shape of the fucking word is run, not because it's R-U.
Yeah, this isn't fucking Aramaic. We don't do that.
No, but that's how they teach it nowadays. That's how they teach. That's how they teach reading is whole word recognition.
My wife works in London with like specialized childcare and shit.
Yeah.
So they don't do this. They don't do any of this. Like their education is totally different than us. We've got all the, Yale and Harvard and all that bullshit, right? So we've got the specialized smart people. But they've got the zero dumb people thing going on that we've really fucked up on. We got a lot of dumb people. Their children don't get speakers. They don't get Cocomelon on an iPad. They don't get none of that shit.
I like Cocomelon, actually.
When it's different when you sing to the kid versus a fucking iPad with Cocomelon.
Oh no,
that's just been engineered by some sick fucks to make your kid incept some bullshit. Like that song is too goddamn catchy, man.
Yeah, well, if you go, Cocomelon by itself is not that good. If you go through it with your kid, it's pretty fucking awesome. So,
but couldn't you have the same experience watching Casper or Tom and Jerry?
Yeah, you could totally.
Could you just?
But the problem is that it's parental engagement. I work 3 days a week, and during those 3 days a week, I work 72 hours straight. A lot of times, no fucking sleep. I run 72 hours straight. It's hard on my body. It's hard on me. And I come home on Sundays. And sometimes, man, I like my feet are fucking bleeding and I feel like shit. I take a fucking shower and I crash. But then guess what? I have the next 4 fucking days off. And you know what I do at that time? I invested in my child. I don't fuck around.
What else are you gonna do?
Well, I could do a lot of shit.
Choice.
But if I'm gonna go do stuff, I take her with me. We go fishing together. But when we're going fishing, I'm showing her how to tie the knot. I'm making her, with her tiny little fucking hands, tie her own knot. And I'm praising her when she does it right. I'm holding her little hands. I'm doing the whole 9 yards. Like everybody here, John has seen me sharing videos of me putting, I call slave labor, where I make her knead bread. Where I'm like, I call her the tiniest slave because I make all of our bread that we eat here at the house. I make a lot of our butter. I make everything we eat. And so I have tiniest there, like kneading bread with a little hair tied back and the whole 9 yards, a little 3-year-old up there just going to fucking town. And she has a big smile on her face. And she's fucking happy as shit. You want to know why? It's because she's doing something with her parent. And it's making her parent happy. And she's doing something. She's not sitting there watching Cocomelon for 14 hours. You can sit there and watch. You can sit there and watch Cocomelon. It's great. But you have to combine the Cocomelon with something else. Use Cocomelon, if you're a parent, to occupy them while you take a fucking shower. Right. While you go fucking shit. While you do something else.
That's it.
It's an occupier.
Yep. It's not I want to text on my phone, let them watch Cocomelon. It's I got
I've got several boxes that were hand decorated by Tynus from when they had their business for the mushrooms and stuff.
Well, she was like a year fucking old at the time, and she's drawing. She's going to town. I made her decorate every fucking box we'd send out from our mushroom business. And she loved it. That was her job. You can't put it in a box until it's been decorated.
Yep.
And so she'd draw smiley faces and trace her hand and then draw like her hand into a turkey or a giraffe or something. And it was just all like it's all about like doing stuff, including your
spending
kids.
time. Yep.
Yeah.
Quality time,
It's
not just time.
It's time.
Yep.
That's all it is being a human is it's like a journeyman type thing, right?
I don't have any kids, and I kind of get this. I kind of get this now into my 30s. I'm like, it's you can't just be fucking around. You gotta sit there, like you were talking about hobbies earlier. You gotta do shit for yourself.
You have to occupy your brain or turn them off.
Occupy yourself, or you will go mad. The shit
Dude.
is the longest thing you will ever know. Is life.
Chris,
But then you look at other people.
You're not too old. You're not too old to have kids.
No,
Me and my wife looked at fucking each other. You're the prime age to have fucking kids, honestly.
Yeah, so I'll be fucking 56 by the time they're 18 and getting arrested, and I got to deal with that one. I got, and shit and all this other bullshit going on.
It doesn't. No, you think that, but okay. So let me tell you our experience. I had fucking kids when I was a fucking kid, right? Like 19 fucking years, 17, 18, 19 years old. I had just got back from Bosnia. I had just gotten back from Bosnia, and I had the boys. And I was a single dad forever until I met my fucking wife now. And so we continued together, and we raised the boys. Rock and roll. They're off doing their fucking thing. And then we looked at each other, and, we were like 38 at the fucking time. And we're like, hey, do you feel old? No. Me either. Hey, you want to try for a girl? And so we tried for a fucking girl. We had tiniest. Let me tell you the difference between being a kid and having a fucking baby and being like a 30-plus-year-old and having a fucking baby is day and fucking night. It is 100% fun. It is fucking fun now. Like, holy shit.
You already know what you were doing, though.
It's not just knowing what I'm doing. It's the fact of not being paycheck to paycheck and trying to, like, scrounge for the fucking money for the food. It's a matter of it being able to enjoy your child. Like, you have a career now. You know what you're fucking doing, right? You have, like, Thursdays, Fridays off or whatever. But you've had it off for a couple of years. Everybody fucking knows. And now you have that time where you can play with your kid. And now your brain is mature as an adult. Your likes are mature as an adult. And so you can go, wow, that's pretty fucking cool. I can watch this kid discover things for the first time ever. Like, I remember one of my favorite things was just my kid discovering that her fucking hands weren't just something to chew on, that she could grab stuff and move it.
Like, you could
It's like watching. I was sitting there working with her, like with her little hands, where everything I would give her, she would chew on it. But and so I took her little hands, and I was like, "Look, grab." I'm talking to her, and I'm holding her little hand, and I have her little tiny little fucking hands in my hands, and I'm closing them around the little fucking thing, and I'm handing it to the other hand, and I have that little hand grab it, and then hold it, and then hand it back, and it's just like a little teething ring, and she was just a little tiny baby, and it took like, I don't know, fucking 8 or 9 different back and forths, and then I was like, okay, and then I let go. And she, dropped it and then picks it back up and then hands it off. And it was like, spark. Oh. It's like, they're not just something to chew on. And it was just like this happiness. So it's so much more fun. So much more fun. Oh, God.
It's like, I'm not in the paycheck to paycheck stuck thing. I left where I lived before because I was stuck in that shit. I was annoyed.
So we just gotta find you someone to knock up. Okay.
No, I'm already married, but it's just like, what the fuck? If we knock somebody up, we can't go to Paris. We can't go to Croatia. We can't go to.
Bet me, kids are fucking cheap. They're cheap as shit.
No, you get the fuck out of here.
They're cheap. They're cheap.
The motherfuckers would they be born with scoliosis? I got to deal with this shit. You got to prepare for the worst. You can't sit over here.
You know what the odds are? Dude, the odds are is so little.
The odds are 3.
Yeah. Okay. Is your wife? You sound white as fuck. Is your wife white as fuck?
No.
Okay, your odds are billions to one, trillions to one.
His wife's Somali, I think you said, right?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, son. You're not even you're not even involved on the same continent. The amount of fucking amazing genetic diversity that are going to be in your kids, you have no chance to carry the double fucking spina bifida gene.
I don't have, there's no GTD in here. I know.
Yeah.
But I'm worried about.
You're going to have beautiful fucking kids. You're going to have amazing fucking kids. Have shit out of fucking baby. You're going to fucking have fun. And I will send you all of my used baby shit. It'll be great.
All right. Listen, I hope you have it stored because your baby's, you know, a little older. So I hope
she's got nothing but the best. That one.
I'm going to need the brand new stuff.
Don't worry about it. I'll send you all my homemade fucking baby books I read, and then they're on fucking PDF. Yeah. I have Adobe Audition, the whole Adobe suite. I made my own like baby books. They're all like they're animated and shit.
That's so good to know, dude.
Screw that Dr. Spock. We got Dr. Fear.
Yeah, I made all my own baby because you can't find the See Dan Run Dan Run book anymore.
It's not the same anymore, is it?
No, so I made my own.
They even banned Dr. Seuss. It's crazy.
Dude,
well, yeah, man, green ham.
4 fucking beers. Yeah, it costs like 4 fucking beers. Like, okay, so it cost me $52 a fucking month to have the whole Adobe suite. Absolutely everything Adobe makes, right? Which I'm cool with because we get this, what we're talking on right now, and then we get everything else. I can animate. I can draw a stick figure. And then I can go into Adobe and animate that stick figure to do what I say with my voice. So it's fucking cool as shit, right? So I can go in there and be like, all right, like Stan is planting sunflowers. And I can give him a little fucking shovel. He starts digging holes and then just drops some fucking seeds in there the next, see Stan, plant, Stan, plant. And so I can make it all like, fit on her iPad. And so she sits there and we go through the entire thing. What's he doing? He's digging. Yes. What's he doing? He's planting. What are those? Those are seeds. What's that word say? That word says dig. And so we go through this entire thing together. And we made all these books and all this stupid little shit. And honestly, I could probably make money off of just the books and shit that I've made her. But you know what I did it for? My daughter. Nobody the fuck else. It was cheap. It was easy. It took 15 fucking minutes to make a 8 or 9 fucking page book, and I will send you all that shit. You have some fucking babies, Strips. You're smart. You need to fucking be breeding. None of these goddamn fucking monkey loving sons of bitches need to be breeding.
Well, give me like 20,000 a year more than I already got, and I might feel a little comfortable about having a baby.
Done. I will show you how to get it from the government.
Well, all right. I'm with it. I was expecting it in a fucking bank wire, but if you want to show me how to get it from the government, you're giving me a little chub. What's up?
First off, you do not apply for shit. Only your wife applies for shit. Your wife is the correct fucking color and the correct fucking denomination. She will get
no.
Okay. Maybe. Well, what do you mean no?
I don't know.
When I was
I just don't feel lucky, okay?
Don't worry about it, buddy. I'll help you. I got this.
I pay a lot of taxes, and all it seems to do is blow up my wife's relatives. It pisses me off.
Perfect. See? It's going to work out great.
I hope so.
But having, you're a smart guy, and you seem to be in that point in your life where you're pretty stable, and then having a kid is so much fun.
You seem to be at that point where you're pretty stable. I left the most stable job I've ever had in my life to go and fuck with a startup, and by Wednesday I'll know if I'm going to be homeless under a bridge or I'll be really, really rich.
It's not. See, that's stability.
That's not stability at all.
Yeah. Other people are too busy doing meth or smoking fucking crack or some other bullshit.
Yeah, I guess.
Comparatively.
Dude, it's babies are really cheap and they're really easy. They really are. They're
Dude,
really
I don't
cheap.
know,
and
man.
really easy.
It's the ex-wife that's
So
expensive.
subjective. It's like,
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Raising a happy baby is extremely cheap and extremely easy. An ex-wife or paying child support is expensive. But if your wife is cool and you want to have kids, have some fucking kids. I strongly suggest you do. We are running up against a what is it called, a funnel of people just not having babies anymore. Do you know why? You know what this entire Ukrainian war is about, right? You Russian-Ukrainian war. You know what the entire fucking thing is about.
I want to hear because the pre-context to what you're saying makes me not know what the fuck you're talking about. So tell me what you think the war is about.
Russia, about
Yeah,
2 years ago, had a study done on their population and their population replacement, right?
okay.
Like,
You mean like everybody in Russia is like Kazakh or fucking Tajik or whatever?
Just on how many fucking babies are born during a certain period of time and what their what's called a population index. That, right?
Okay.
Their population index came out as 0.67.
Okay.
You need 1.2 to maintain your population. And their population index projection went down to 0.43 because people are just not happy having babies in a communist fucking shithole.
And then they send 400,000 people a month to war.
Well, no, here's what happened, is that this is the last decade, okay? The last decade that Russia can actually man a war. That's it. This is the last decade where they have people of military age able to fight in a war. After this, their median average age goes to 50 fucking years.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this is it. This is the last 10 years that they can fight a war. This is why China's been so aggressive recently. You know, China's one-person policy has came in. You know what China's fucking
I thought they removed that. I thought they removed it.
It does. They did remove that, but you know what? People don't want to fucking have the kids because it's really, really expensive.
Well, it's still bullshit. That's why they're not doing it in Japan. They don't have time. They don't have money.
No. You know what? China's median population index is 0.34. 0.34, which means that for every 6 fucking couples, they're having 2 children.
Wow. That's not good.
You know what America's at? America is at 0.92.
Yeah, we ain't sustaining, but
No.
I don't know.
We're dying out. Anything that has
slower than them, though.
Anything below 1 is almost an exponential type slide, right? So,
yeah, I think every country is declining that I know of.
Well, yeah.
Look at this.
Every country's dealing with
Texas,
this economic bullshit. Every country's
dealing
with
Texas
bullshit. We all have phthalates and plastic in our teeth.
They're closing whole school districts in Texas because they don't have enough kids.
Well, dang it, we need to get busy.
Quit making it so fucking expensive. Tell me it's cheap over here. But
Yes.
he's like, it is.
Shit. Well, I'm going to have to get going here, folks. It's getting a little late for me.
Yeah, it's almost midnight.
It's 1 a.m.
Yeah.
I know. I could talk about this forever. I was like, are you and your wife legally married?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that makes it a little bit more expensive. But, no, seriously, like, if you're not legally, I don't know, if you're not legally married, but, like, you guys claim each other as man and wife, Then what you do is you just knock her up. You have all your kids you want to have, and then after you've had your kids, you get married. But before that, you have the state fucking pay for them all.
No, I know, but I don't have to do that because I don't work for American companies.
Yeah,
I work for European companies where they pay for your babies 100%.
Nice.
There you go, bud. Like it's really
Start knocking them out, man. I want to see you 9 months from now. Several.
Yeah. You're a smart guy, man. And you should be having a babies, and you're going to really enjoy it if you do. It's so much fun, right? Like being older and having kids. It's so, dude, I love my daughter. She's on this podcast regularly where she comes up to me and is like, hands me something or says hi. You know, when we do our normal Monday FAFOs happen during the daytime, and my daughter's there with her own headphones on, helping me work through it all and audit, and edit and everything like that.
Nice.
She's right there. Like she's sitting with me going through the whole thing. And she's like, oh, right there. No, wait, and she just has a great time. It is so much fun. You don't have to have a little fucking retarded crumb cruncher if you don't want to. People
Wait a minute. So if I end up with a retarded little crumb cruncher, what do I do if I don't want it?
Love them.
I sell it
off the cliff.
Are you a buyer or?
You're not going to, dude.
I know. I'm just talking shit.
Yeah. You're not going to. The odds do go up over 30 that you're going to have somebody with Down syndrome. But honestly, if I had a kid that had functional Down syndrome, I've met lots of people with functional Down syndrome in my job, and honestly, they're really happy.
Not that bad, man.
No, they're really fucking happy. I was like, fuck it, dude. Like, we're going to go live on a
jealous
ranch.
A bit, man.
Yeah, we're going to go live on a ranch. If all you want to do is grow up and fucking move sheep around a farm, have at it, dude. I'll build you a goddamn sheep farm, believe you. But you're not. You're so genetically unrelated. You're not going to have any sort of problems. But I do strongly suggest that you, as a smart person, married to a smart person, have a child that is going to be a smart child, and that you will enjoy and teach them things, because it is so rewarding and fun. It's fun. God almighty, the first time that your kid catches a fish, it's like you catching a fish all the fuck over. The first time your kid puts her toes in the sand and at the beach, they're like, Tiniest does this thing. She's like, Dad, look, Dad, look. And she like hyperventilates with dads. I'm like, I see it, girl. Get it. And it's like, she's like, Dad, look, it's soft, and picks up a baby chicken. And she's just so fucking pumped that she can't.
Not scared of the chicken, but picking up the chicken. That's good.
Yeah, she picks up the little baby chicken. The baby chicks are stupid. Their brains are basically.
They don't know. They're not going to peck the hell out of you.
No fucking idea. Picks up a little baby, one day old chick, and she's just so overcome with emotions that she starts tearing up. She's like, Dad, look, it's so fluff. It's so fluff. Dad, it's soft. Dad, look. You're like, your eye starts twitching. You're like, I'm not going to cry. It's just you get to experience their joy with them, and it's fucking amazing. And it's part of being human, and it's the most powerful driving force. It's not just jizzing in somebody and walking the fuck away, but actually raising your fucking offspring. And it's not for just continuing your genetics or anything else like that. It's experiencing everything. I don't even know
how I am.
It's experiencing everything over again. It's so much fun. So much fun. Feed your kid a fucking lime. See what happens. It's fucking hilarious.
No, I know. Give him a lemon. Tell him it's a fucking orange.
Yeah.
Have a laugh.
Have him hold on to a spark plug.
No.
Yeah. Put the screwdriver here, but make sure your fingertips on the metal part, okay?
Well, your dad might have had more than one child. So
I was the first one, so I got to experience all of it. My brothers never got any of it because I warned them.
I had 9 brothers, so yeah, I was expendable.
You're the one that figured out that pissing on an electric fence wasn't so great. It's not good.
Right. Well, I was the baby, so they experimented on all the shit on me. That's all right though. Maybe tougher.
God, it's so much fun.
Little brain damage,
I have
but tougher.
tons of fun with my daughter. I don't know about y'all. Tons of fun. Like tomorrow, we're gonna make cream cheese pancakes. And I'll post the. Well, no, fuck everybody. They can go look it up themselves.
For a small fee, I have his recipe. Everybody, just go say that.
It's a good.
My link's easier. I use Tiny Link.
Yeah, it's the best damn pancakes in the entire world. So I'm gonna make her these big fluffy pancakes, but I'm gonna move the chair over there, and I'm gonna make her tell me when to flip them. Right? So she's just gonna sit there and stare at the pancake. Dad, I see a bubble. Dad, bubbles. Dad, lots of bubbles. Like, are they done? Are they? Can you see all the way down inside the hole? No. Dad, how many bubbles? All of them, tiniest. All of them. It's so much fun. And then give her the freaking thing and let her try to flip it. She knows what needs to happen. And, and just hold her little hand and help her flip it. And then watch it. She goes, yay! And then just jumps up and down and claps her hands. It's so much fun. Having kids is so much fun.
That's a happiness, man. That's what I've noticed about being my age and having no kids is that life seems to drone up. There's not much happening. It's like you go to work and then you sit there and you think, it's like, man, for the past 10 years, I've gone to work for what?
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
There's nothing that says that you can't take your kid with you to fucking France. Like, there's nothing that says you can't take your kid with you on a kayak trip. I've taken Tanya's to insane fucking places, man. Like,
it's just like the general fear where your kid's going to be a pain in the dick.
No. Okay, they're going to be a pain in the dick if you give them nothing to experience life through besides electronic devices. Okay? So, Tanya gets electronic devices. She has a tablet. She has a like an old iPhone that she can watch, like YouTube and shit on. But you know what happens when I'm like, hey, Tanya, hey, girl, let's go do something. She gets fucking excited getting out of the house, making it fun. It's not a negative activity. It's a fun activity. Like, I also don't punish her for doing stupid shit. If she wants to get down there and take her, like, flour-covered hands and put 1,000 handprints on the fridge, not my problem. I don't clean the fridge. That's my wife's deal. Right? Get it, girl. Draw on that bitch. But also at the same time, it's fucking funny watching her do it. It's like watching a caveman paint. What's the worst thing that happens is you spray a little Windex and wipe it off. Like, don't get mad. There's no reason to get mad. If she spills some shit, I have a fat ass old rat terrier who will be happy to eat some goddamn pancake mix off a fucking floor. Right? If she spilled something. Who cares? Like, it's not the end of the world. At this point in your life, you've experienced a lot of bad things, a lot of great things. But the best thing that you can experience is a mini you experiencing life for the first time ever. It's mind-blowing.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like your kid, taking my kid to the first time I ever took her to a saltwater aquarium store. And it wasn't like we didn't go to SeaWorld, bitch. No, we just went to a saltwater aquarium. And she was like, holy fuck, Nemo, and she was just so excited, right? She couldn't even stand up like in the cart without holding on to the side yet. And she was just like, just like so excited. She had to look like, and they had a petting like area where you could pet like the different rocks that were like non-harmful. And I let her run her hands through a sea anemone. And it was just mind fucking. I had to grab her hand so she didn't put it in her mouth afterwards, right? Because like everything has to go immediately in the mouth. But like she was just like, "Wow, that's fucking amazing." But the fun stuff I've done with her and the stupid things I've done with her. She's 3.5, and I still make her, for my own entertainment, walk upside down on the fucking ceiling. Make Spider Tiny, does whatever a Spider Tiny does. Just whatever. But she's gotten to the point where she can retrieve a beer, which is super useful. I'm like, go get me a blue one. And she'll go get you a fucking Bud Light. It's great. But having kids is just, it's fantastic. It's not just about completing whatever genetic prophecy you have built into you. You're smart enough to be able to rise above that. And you're smart enough to be able to experience what it is to pass on your mistakes, your knowledge, and your know-how to the next generation and make that generation better and smarter and faster than you. And it is very, very, very fun.
Nice.
And that's all I have to say for this rant. There goes our first FAFO fuck around and find out podcast storytelling stuff. I didn't mean to make it so deep there at the end. But if you're a smart person and you don't have children, have fucking children. If you're a dumb person and you have children, apologize to goddamn Gaia, God, the world, and everything else. Also, consider possibly running your testicles through a fucking shredding machine.
But I wanted to say, if you're a smart person that he thinks you're a smart person, but you're actually a dumb person, you do have kids, and then they end up being dumb kids, you should still run your nuts through a shredding machine.
Yeah.
Don't think you're exempt.
Yeah.
But it's still nuts.
Yeah. If for some reason you have spent too much time with your testicles inside of a microwave oven and you are shitting out some kids with like 3 eyes who are like, the strawberries taste like snozberries. You should probably take that time and shred your own personal testicles. Yeah.
If you're the kind of guy who's ever dipped your nuts into mustard to see if it makes you salivate, don't have kids.
What if I already did?
Do you have kids? Yeah.
But
take it as a yes.
Normally what we do is we go around and everybody says something nice. I don't know if y'all want to do that, but that's a normal FAFO thing. This is a college show, so it's not really the same. But if you want to say something nice, have at it.
Well, I'm happy to be here today.
Yeah.
It was a nice experience. I enjoyed the entire thing. It's good to hear the stuff that you're talking about. It makes me more confident in the childbearing episodes of life.
I will send you every fucking baby shit that we have. I will, big boxes.
I don't want your baby's feces, but if you could clarify what you mean, we could work.
I'll be the crazy Texas uncle. I'll sponsor your kid. I'll send him the baby fucking stuff. I've got 5 different car seats here. I will put in a box and send you. Like,
you're gonna put all 5 car seats in a box at the same fucking time. One is a 1 to 2 month, the other one's a 2 to 4 month, and the other one's a 4 to 8 month. They're all in the same box.
In a big box. Yeah. Not my problem. Out of my fucking shed into yours.
Right? And I'd like to say, since this is a call-in show, we'll talk about telephones. Think about somebody that you normally send a text to, and maybe just give them an old-fashioned phone call. I bet you they'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's quite nice to people, man.
Yeah, like reach out to a long-lost friend or someone you haven't talked to in a while. Check in, see how someone's doing you haven't talked to in a while.
Exactly. Yeah. From me, your family is who you choose to be part of the life of. It's not who you've actually genetically related to. Your family could be
belief on my end.
Yeah, your family could be friends you just met. Like, I love this fucking asshole Chris, and I'm gonna send him a bunch of baby shit just so he shits out a baby.
And I hope you appreciate the fact that I'm an asshole and I'm bleached.
Yes. So I don't have I don't have to have that stuff guiltily in storage anymore. I can just send it to somebody. So
it's like I could rid myself of a bill. Capitalism. We're both Americans.
There
so
you
take
go.
Advantage of it. Yeah.
Awesome sauce.
Who you decide is your family is up to you. Nobody can tell you their family or force family upon you. Family is a personal choice, and it's flexible. Sometimes it changes. Sometimes it expands. But enjoy it in any form it comes. And hold on to your tribe and be nice to your tribe. Whether you've found your tribe now or you're looking for your tribe later, you will eventually find people with a like personality that you can get along with. And that's all I have to say, guys. Thank you for coming on the Fuck Around and Find Out podcast. This was our first call-in show. It took a lot of weird turns, little weird twists, but it was a lot of fun, man. We really got to meet a lot of fun people and hear a lot of fun stories. We didn't really cover a lot of mycology, but
I don't think we covered
Fuck
any.
Around and Find Out.
I
think we looked at it.
You fuck around and you end up finding out, you know?
We love our listeners. And as it stands right now, guys, we have a whole bunch of listeners coming to us out of Australia. Love you guys. You're making up almost 6% of our total freaking listeners are coming out of Australia.
Good day, mates.
Yeah. So totally happy to have you. Out of Thailand. Thailand just secured the 4.5% rate of listeners coming out of Thailand.
I don't know how to say great day in Thailand language, but I'll find out.
Europe, you guys are doing kick ass. Germany is just ever so slightly behind the Dutch, who the tulip growing Dutch are beating
come on,
ass,
man, landmass Germany.
Come on,
landmass.
Germany.
Step it up.
Just by a couple.
Beat you? Come on.
Just by a couple.
Dutch by a clock.
Wooden wearing people are beating you. Come on.
There are 203 listeners out of France right now, and I'd like to tell you all kick ass. I don't know how to say kick ass in France.
You should just be like you be.
There you go. He's up by, Kyrgyzstan. So
I said I'm a girl, but it's cool. They'll figure it out.
It's like I am.
I am the machine.
We love our listeners and we cherish you guys. We appreciate you listening to us every time that we get on here and mumble some shit into a fucking microphone. We love our guests. Chris, thanks for coming on, man. You've been great. It's our first time doing this, and we really appreciate you coming on and being a good sport. Everybody that's been involved in this total shit show has been fantastic. Thank you, guys. Love you, and we'll see you in the chat. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.